Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's time for some fantastic finds with myself and the one, the only, Enamor Amie.
Hi,
Hopefully
guys.
everybody's having a very good week. We're here at the crucial part of the week. It's going to be hump day, and we're just happy you guys are all here with us. Hopefully we can set you on the right tone for the rest of the week and get you through. If you had a rough beginning of the week, we'll make it better in the latter half. Hopefully everybody's here to have some fun with us. And Amie, did you catch up any rest from us
No,
being together over the
no, I didn't. I can't believe it's already Wednesday because no, I have not rested since I got home. Just been go, go, go. I started half marathon training, so I'm extra tired. So that means more caffeine. Yay.
My goodness, yeah, it's a lot when you're self-employed to go away because you do all the preparations before you leave. And then when you come back, you have to do double duty just to catch up. So I'm sure there's a lot of folks in the chat that can empathize with us in that aspect that, when you're doing it all for yourself, it's a lot when you take off. So,
You know what I just noticed, Jason?
what?
Usually we don't do this,
Right?
but we match the background tonight.
Oh my God, we do. We do. We both do. And I think I did pretty good matching the color of our emails to everything. So, thank you, everybody who's here right off the bat. We're so happy to see everybody. Before we say some hellos, there's a little bit of, I guess you could call it bookkeeping. There's a few things we want to update folks on some things. Amie, you want to update folks on what we'll be doing the next week or so, especially for next week?
Yeah, so next week is going to look a little different for Fantastic Finds. I'm going to be gone because I'm going to be hitting the road for the longest garage sale on 127. That stretches from Michigan to Alabama. So I will be gone Wednesday through Saturday next week. So Rochelle of Uniquely Rochelle's is going to be filling in for me next Wednesday for Fantastic Finds. Jason will still be here. And then I won't be back until the following Monday. I believe Misty's going to be on Mother Tucker's Monday with us that Monday. So that's when I will be back. But special event tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I know you guys, if you followed us along, if you didn't know, we got together last week and shopped Pittsburgh until we dropped for several days in a row. We hit it hard. And my goodness, the antique places in Pittsburgh, like we had to narrow it down. We didn't even get to every place. I mean, trying to go to 5 or 6 places in a day is a lot, especially when there's drive time in between. So we got to as many places as we possibly could, but we for sure didn't get to them all. So with that being said, we want to share all of our awesome finds with you guys that we found in Pittsburgh. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel, Bill and Jason are going to be joining me, and we're going to be sharing everything that we picked up on the trip. I can't wait for that. So Bill is actually going to be joining us a little bit later than 7. He actually has a sale on Instagram. So as soon as he's done with his sale, he's going to hop on and join us. But Jason and I will be sharing stuff up until Bill can join us. But Bill, I know his car was packed, totally full. I don't even know how he got stuff in there to get home. He had to strap the poor plants in the front seat to get them home. So I don't know how he fit all the vintage in there, but so that's going to be exciting tomorrow night. I can't wait.
Well, and gang, make sure you're subscribed to Garden Guy Bill. Make sure you're following him. Make sure you go see him tomorrow night at 5 p.m. over on Instagram. Him and Steph Crazy for Kitsch. They always have a weekly sale over there. Some of us are going to be dropping our videos from Pittsburgh. Bill already dropped the video, so if you haven't seen his, please head over and watch his. I think myself and Tina are going to be dropping our Pittsburgh video Friday. I'll try to post some details. Amie, yours will be on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to be dropping my Pittsburgh video on Sunday, so I can't wait for that.
So, gang, make sure you're subscribed to all of us, that you follow us over on Instagram. We're really excited to show you what Pittsburgh, what we harvest out there in Pittsburgh. We got some goodies, and then you'll be able to see some of the things that will be coming to future sales. So that'll be fun too. So yes, before we start to say hello to everybody tonight, welcome again. Tonight's official mod and bid ender, and we'll remind you, is the very lovely Karen Gillette. So thank you, Karen, for always being so supportive of all of our channels and always helping us here on Mother Tucker's. Couldn't do it without you, and thank you and Gavin so much. And again, everybody, thank you for joining us here tonight for Fantastic Finds. I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top to see who the first person was here. And it was the very lovely Deanna of Northwest Sunshine. Hello, Deanna. It's always so great to see you in the chat. We have the very lovely Debbie Gutierrez. See, this is why. See,
it's a little flourish tonight, Jason.
Yeah, but this is why Jason doesn't do it and bows to Michael Todd, who does it better. So, Debbie, hello, welcome. It's so good to see you. We got Matthew's Vintiques. Hello, Matthew. How are you? We have the very lovely Heather joining us from Antiques Agenda. How are you? And I know Amie always laughs, but I don't know how else to do it because it's my man with a couple snaps of the finger, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. He's my YouTube DJ, everybody. So please make sure you're following him. He is the husband of Karen Gillette and has his own channel and posts content about music. He plays it on vinyl and on a turntable. So please consider giving him a follow. Maybe one of our mods could drop his link in the chat. I would appreciate it. So please give my man Grady a follow. It's always good to see you. Hello, Mama Pam. This means even more since I got to meet you. And let me tell you guys what, if you are ever privileged enough to get a care package from Mama Pam, it is a little gift from heaven because everything is mouth-watering good.
I can't believe that you still had banana bread left.
We've been pacing ourselves. And today was the first chance I had a piece of it. I think it was the sugar and the cinnamon on the top that played off the banana.
She puts that crumbly stuff. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really, really good. I'm telling you, if you guys can sell that and ship it, that banana bread, really good. Hello, Mom. My mom in the chat, Linda Hellman. It's always great to see you, Mom. Thank you so much. See who else is here with us tonight. We have Shannon with us. How are you, Shannon? Mm-hmm. Welcome, everybody. We have Mr. Garden Guy Bill, he hooks me up with the pepperoncinis. Yeah. Thanks again, Bill, for reminding me of all that fun that I had with that adventure.
Well, when you order extra pepperoncinis, you got to be prepared for that.
But the guy didn't need to bring me a bowl of them, and then I didn't need to feel the need to eat like 10 or 15 of them, which next time I'm going to keep the stems so I know what I do. So, not good. So, Pat Robinson, how are you? It's always great to see you, Pat. We have Jamie in the chat. Hello. And gang, as we say hello to everybody, make sure you guys stick around after tonight's sale. We have some great photos to show you of some community members that have shared some things. So in one of them, hopefully Junebug shows up.
She is in the chat. I saw her pop in.
Okay.
She's here.
I can't wait to show off some of your kitschy goodness that you sent us. So all the way from Texas, where I hear it's hot and horrible. But hello, Kelly. How are you? The whole country, I think, is just sweltering. It's ridiculous. We got Don't You Know? There we go, Amie. Don't You Know in the chat. It's good to see you. We have Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Hello. How are you? Welcome, Lizzie. It's always great to see you, Lizzie. We have Carol C in the chat with us. How are you? I'm so happy that you're home this Wednesday to catch us live. Thank you so much. There is Karen Gillette's little avatar, our official mod and bid ender. It's always great to see you, Miss Karen. We have spanning the globe, Amie. We are completely going around the earth because we're saying hello to Heidi all the way over there in
Heidi,
Belgium.
I hope you're doing well today.
I do too.
I do too.
See who else is with us. Hello, Lizzie. How are you, Lizzie? It's always great to see you. We got Shabby Wonder in the chat. Hello, how are you? We have Karen. How are you? Let's see. We have Tina from Mother Tucker's in the chat. It's always good to see you, Tina. Welcome. Spark Joy in Life. We have Dawn Steelman. How are you, Dawn? It's always good to see you. We have We're Not in the chat. It's always so great to see you. I think I got it, Amie. It only took me 2 months.
You got it right. Yeah, you did.
It only took me 2 months. Lord have mercy on us all.
Practice.
Oh, my God. It's our in-house funny girl herself, Les. It's always good to see you, Les. Les, I hope you figure out who you bought the planter from. I know it wasn't me. So hopefully you figure out. She had posted a thank you to me earlier. I don't think I sold her the planter, but kind of wish I did because it is a neat planter. So we got Tammy Renee in the chat. How are you? See who else is here with us tonight. The very lovely Leslie Newquest. It's always great to see you. I'm telling you, Leslie, if you can go, Pittsburgh is very beautiful, and I wish I'd have been there sooner and can't wait to go back. I'm definitely proud of the western side of my state. So we have V with us tonight. How are you, V? We have Simply Shenanigans in the house. How are you? It's always good to see you. Welcome, everybody. Janet's here with us tonight. Welcome, Janet. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. There is Junebug. Hello, Jennifer. It's good to see you. Make sure, if you can, Jennifer, stick around. Can't wait to show the whole community some of your collections. So.
Jen has excellent taste in vintage, if I might say so myself.
I'm going to highlight her again. If you guys aren't following her over on Instagram, it's a must. Like, she really, like, if you guys love the mid-century, the kitchen, the kitsch, all that stuff, you guys got to make sure you're following her. Same way that it's written there. All you got to do is find that over on Instagram. Hello, Miss Vicky. It's good to see you. Hello, Karen Lord. How are you? It's always great to see you. We have Lisa Green. How are you, Lisa? Good to see you. Welcome, everybody. See who else is here tonight. We'll keep on scrolling as fast as I can. Bill makes me still think of my pepperoncinis. We have Tamira with us. How are you, Tamira? It's so good to see you. We have Anna with us. How are you? Welcome, everybody. And we're all the way down to the end. So, all right. She says she's going to try to stay awake. If not, she can always watch it in a replay.
Well, I will say that Jason and I usually have a pretty fast pace when we're going through our sale. We do have 13 rounds tonight to bring you. So a little extra than we normally have. But we have 13 rounds to bring you guys tonight. But we will move it rather quickly. So with that being said, and the lag problems that we have been experiencing here on YouTube, bid early. If you're interested in something, don't wait to put stuff in. I know a lot of people last night on Ariana's sale came in after the bid end. So don't wait, even if you're interested in something. And usually when we see a couple bids on something, we'll count it down just so that we can keep it moving. We do value your time. We don't want to be here all night long. Plus, we want to get to your guys' fantastic finds. And we have some special stuff tonight to talk about during Fantastic Finds Community Share. I don't know where that name came from. I kind of pulled it out of my head. I had somebody comment on my promo, like, what does community share mean? But I think that you guys have developed such a great vintage community here in the chat on YouTube. I couldn't think of anything else to call it besides community. So we love to share your finds. So it's our community share. So I can't wait to get to that tonight at the end. And you guys, if you want to email us, we do have an email that you can send us your fantastic finds if you want to be part of the show. It's sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Jason and I both have access to this email. So if you want to send us something that you find out, like at a garage sale or Goodwill or an antique shop, something that you get from us that you've incorporated into a display, we love to see how you incorporate our vintage that we bring to you guys into your homes. I love to see that. Or collections that you might have. And I will say that if you send us something that you need help identifying, it is important if you send us pictures of from every angle and the bottom of something. Sometimes stuff will have a number on it. It might help us identify it, or a stamp, some sort of maker's mark. That's always helpful. So if you need help identifying something, try and send us pictures of the bottom too, not just what it looks like from the front and the back. So email us if you have stuff, because we always can use some more things to share for upcoming shows.
Absolutely. You're right, Amy. You're right. We had 2 more people hop in. Let's say hello to them, and then we'll explain the way the sale is going to work. Hello, Noel. It's always great to see you. And I think I saw the one, the only Harry the Hound Dog. Yes, I did. Hello, Harry. Harry. Good to see you. And Miss Amy, you want to tell them how it's going to work here tonight?
Yes. So we'll go through quickly how the live sale is going to roll tonight in case we have anybody that is new watching. If you are new to here on Fantastic Finds, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. If it's your first time watching, we do encourage you to say hello or say something down in the chat just to make your presence known. We have a lot of friendly people down in the chat, especially if you have questions as we go along. Ask those questions down in the chat. We do have several moderators in the chat. That is anybody that has a blue highlighted name or wrench next to their name. Those are the moderators. They can certainly help you. But we have a lot of knowledgeable people in the chat that can help out as well if we can't answer your question live for some reason. All right. So thank you guys again so much for being here. Again, I did mention we have 13 rounds of goodies to bring you tonight. There are going to be all offer up items. So what that means is it's going to be an auction style. We'll show you the item. We'll give you the starting price. Jason will pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on the item, all you have to do is type your bids and whole dollar amounts down in the chat. We'll describe the item to you, note any damage or repairs, anything like that, give you dimensions, and we'll do a countdown. And the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of the lovely Karen Gillette will be the winner. And we also do something here on the channel called Just In Case, and Jason has a graphic he's going to put up here. So what that means is as long as you put in at least one bid on the current item, so you're currently bidding on the item during the countdown only, you can put in the max that you're willing to pay with the letters JIC next to it. That is the Just In Case bid. And if you put in a Just In Case during the countdown and your Just In Case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if you're not the only Just In Case thrown out there during the countdown, those bids will turn into regular bids. If you win an item from us tonight, we do need some information from you. Jason's going to put a graphic up here on the screen. So if you win an item from us, even if you purchased from us before, but maybe it's been a while, do send us an email with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. And if you don't have PayPal, that is okay. Send us that same information to our email. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest and that you don't have PayPal. We can send you a direct link to your invoice, and you can check out with any kind of debit or credit card as a guest. Super easy peasy, but really important information. Make sure that your correct shipping address is on that when you pay it, because those are the addresses that we print your labels from to get your goodies to you. Jason has put our emails up here on the screen, and I know that he has put all of our information down in the description of the video as well. If you need to come back and reference that, we do recommend taking a screenshot if you're watching on a phone or a tablet. That way you can find it pretty easy as well. For turnaround time, as far as shipping and all of that, I ship from Michigan. I utilize Pirate Ship to get you the cheapest rates on shipping. I will be doing my invoicing and packing tomorrow. So I will get stuff out super quickly to you guys.
All right. And I ship from Pennsylvania. I also own a brick and mortar, which will play a role here in a moment. I also use Pirate Ship to get you guys the cheapest rates possible. I do invoice one and only through PayPal because it's safe for you and safe for us. I do all my shipping and invoicing. I package everything, and then we get those invoices together every Saturday. So that means if you bought from me on Monday, you have an open box. As long as we can fit it in there safely, that means we can bind everything and send you one large invoice for it all. Along with my brick and mortar here in central Pennsylvania, that allows me to offer free pickup. So if you're in the area, we're about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. Stop in, say hello. But if you need to pick up at our doorstep, we can do that. After you pay your invoice, we can make those arrangements. But you'll have to let us know before we send you that invoice. That way we don't calculate shipping for you. Just a little caveat, guys, everything we sell is vintage. It has had a life. We do our very best to describe it within the amount of time that we have. If you guys have any questions about what we're selling, we ask that you put it all in caps so it hopefully catches our eye. Our chat does move differently from you guys. So hopefully if it's in caps, a mod will see it and also highlight it for us with some sort of, emojis or something, and we can answer it. Also, please consider our reels and our static posts of our pre-show showing you what we have to offer before the show. That's also part of the preview of it. So feel free to follow us on Instagram. We also post, I think we all do, you, myself, and Bill. We do a pretty good job of, I know you and I do over here on YouTube with the shorts, and we also post in the community tab. So you guys can feel free to DM, email us any questions prior to the sale so that you feel more confident in what you're buying. I have to say tonight, Amie, before we get it started, this is probably one of the kitschiest sales I think we've done together, and I'm here for it. So,
that's a lot to say. We usually bring a lot of kitsch, but
I know I'm feeling really good about this. Some mid-century, some kitsch. Like if I was a sale, this is what I would look like right here tonight. This is what I would look like. So, all right, gang, we're going to get it started. I think we covered it all. Karen Gillette's the mod and bid ender. We're going to start out with Amie, and we'll get these 13 rounds going. So Let me get us all moved around, Amie. And how much is your first item going to start at?
$14, Jason.
Got it.
And I will note right now, there are some really bad thunderstorms that are coming through Michigan right now. Actually, it's been all afternoon. Very loud thunder. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Pouring rain, chances of hail, all of that is going on right now. So hopefully we won't lose any internet or anything like that tonight. I hope not. Fingers crossed. But I apologize for the thunder noise. If you can hear it, it is very loud. Or if you can hear Maisie barking, because she's not a fan either. She's been doing pretty good the last hour. I haven't really heard her, so she's probably asleep. But just in case. So I apologize in advance. All right. I do have a handmade item tonight. I have one of my little mini pin cushions up tonight. So this is a cutie pie little boot, and it is a little tiny, actually it was meant to be a toothpick holder, and it's a little boot, and it's got a white little kitten, meow meow, at the toe. I filled it with some vintage fabric there that is purple, and it has little yellow and white tulips on it. You will get all the pins included in there as well. So there's 3 dressmakers pins, and then there's 2 handmade pins that I make to either match the fabric or match the planter in some sort of way. So I've just made a little purple and white flower pin to match the fabric. And this little toothpick holder is made by Enesco. The foil sticker is pretty faded there on the bottom. There's no chips or anything on that. So Enesco made like a whole line of these little, with puppies and kitties and squirrels and deer, the little toothpick holders. But I like these little sizes. They're really easy to give as a gift, and they don't take up a lot of room on a sewing table, as some of the bigger pin cushions that I have made might take up a little bit more room, but this guy just doesn't take up a whole lot of room. Great to put little hat pins or anything like that into. If you're not into sewing, you can definitely do your little hat pin display in there too. All right, so we're gonna go through the sale pretty quickly tonight. So we don't want to go super late. So again, I mentioned make sure with the lag, and I didn't mention, make sure you guys are in live chat all messages. I forgot to mention that. Especially if you haven't noticed that recently, always check and make sure that your settings for the chat is in live chat all messages, not top chat. If you're in top chat, it's going to filter out some of the comments. You might not see other people's bids and stuff like that. And we do recommend you exit out and refresh periodically throughout the sale. That will kind of help you with the lag a little bit, although the lag is always pretty terrible. So right now I see Brenda's in at 19. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 20 or more. Measurement for this little guy is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. We're going to count kitty friend down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow, meow. Bid end.
I love these little shoes. I love them.
I do too. I think this is my last little one that I have. I need to make some more.
Now we're going to see what the lag's doing, Amie. There it
is. We're going to start with 15-second countdowns, but if we need to adjust, if the lag is really terrible, we might switch to 20-second countdowns, you guys. All right, there is the bid in from Karen. So Brenda was at 19. Jan came with a just in case of 22, and Nikki had a 21 bid. Nikki, your 23 did come in after the bid end. So Jan at 22, this is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
And hello, Miss Kim Tucker, a long-distance Tucker family member, part of the Tucker clan. Hello, it's so good to see you. And hello, Jan. Hello, Brenda. Hello, everybody. If we missed you, I feel like I need to bump the light up just a little bit there. There we go. It's getting dark here. All right, guys, my next round is going to be something we haven't had for a while. Again, like Monday, Tina's Choice on jewelry, but we haven't had any enamel pins to offer you guys for a while. So $10 choice. This is going to be your first one. It's this really, really bright mod flower in orange. No real damage, no real issues to it at all. The clasp on the back, the little safety part works really well. It's really tight. Some of those can get loose after a while. You can see it is painted white on the back. Maybe a little nip right there, but that is on the back side. So this will be your first choice of enamel pins. They both measure just about 2.5 inches in diameter. So these are great to wear. They're great to use. They're great to put, on a hat. They're great to, decorate with. You guys can use these in your flower frogs. You can put them on all sorts of different things. So that's going to be your first choice in that great groovy summertime orange color. So there's your first one. Your second one is a two-tone one. If you guys can see, there are one or two little nips on the yellow paint, but I don't think it's too bad, on these. I think that's pretty good. This one also measures about 2.5 inches in diameter. Other than those few little issues on the paint, it's very, very good. The clasp on the back, again, is good and tight. It's not loose. I don't think it's going to wiggle too much on you or fall off. So just $10 choice. That is your second choice to choose from. And again, it's 2.5 inches in diameter. So they do pair well together. Great for summer. I think they're great summer colors. They're even great heading into the Halloween time. These oranges look really good if you'd wear them on black, things like that, especially around Halloween. I'll show you this one up close. So $10 choice on the enamel pins. There, like I said, there is a little bit of paint wear to the yellow on it. But I'm going to show the back one more time, and then I'll show you the orange one. And if there's no interest, that's okay. We'll bring them back in the recap. But there you can see the safety clasp. These are definitely 1960s. Definitely those 1960s.
I love orange and yellow for the fall.
Oh, I do too.
Fall colors.
And I think they're also nice to wear, in the summertime as well. So this one's very unique. I think is really different. But $10 choice, that's okay. If there's no interest, we'll bring them back during the recap. We're going to keep it moving, Amy, and get you going.
$8 choice, Jason.
You got it.
Okay, so these are fun. I haven't had one of these in a while. And I have actually two tonight. The last one I just had one. So these are postcards, and I'll show them both to you. Okay, so we've got cute little kitties. Meow, meow. On both of them, they are unused. Okay, and they are made in France. All right, made in France. They're unused on the back side, but you can see the little hole here on the back. If you guys are not familiar with what these are cool. Normally, I don't like to make noises up here, but I want you guys to hear these because these are squeaker postcards.
Oh, yes.
Again, I don't come across these very often. I've only had one other one. It was a cat one too. They did make other animals as well. But I want to squeeze them for you because they're pretty fantastic. All right. So the red one here with the 3 kitties. Have you guys seen these before? I love these.
Yes.
Little squeaker postcards. They're just so fun. And then the squeaker, it's a little bit different pitch on the double kittens. And they've gotten into the milk. I love that one. So cute. So squeaker postcards. These are fun, especially if you like to collect postcards or vintage ephemera. Or do a little display with kitties. You got to have a squeaker postcard. I can't remember I don't know if it was last year that I had one or maybe it was earlier this year. A cat again, but I have seen toy related ones, doll related ones, dogs. I've seen birds as well on the squeaker postcards, but they are just a standard postcard size, 5.5 by 3.5. They are made in France. It is marked made in France right here, and it actually says Carte Postale. They might be fragile too. I'm not sure. But they are unused. And man, the thunder is so loud here right now.
It just sounds like somebody's bowling downstairs. That's all.
Yeah, bowling. Yeah, there's a bowling alley out there. So I'm not seeing any interest, and that's all right. We'll bring these back at the recap.
All right. My next items, it's going to be choice at $8. So that just keep up what I had for Amy. Guys, if you love kitsch and you love things that are flocked, these are the quintessential. We got Jan in at 8. So
all right.
Hold on. Let's get you going over here, Amy.
Flag.
There you go.
Flag. All right. We're going to count these down. Jan's at 8, and you're bidding on choice. All right. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yep, there's the lag coming into play, you guys.
Yep, we got Nicole coming in at 9 here.
Yeah.
Jan's back at 10.
I think we're going to have to switch to 20-second countdowns.
Yeah, I think you're right, Amy. And I think we
All
better
right.
just wait a little too before we.
Okay. I always feel like I'm taking too long
Me
on
too.
something when I'm like, before I move it on. So that is the lag. All right. There's the bid in from Karen. So Jan had an 8 and Nikki had a 9 and Jan came back in at 10. So choice at 10, Jan, let me know. We're going to call this one gray because of the upper part, and we're going to call this one red. Gray or red. You can certainly take both if you want as well. Second choice is going to go to Nikki. And Jan wants both. You got it. Thank you so much.
Good thing I still got that queued up. And hello, Lucinda. It's great to see you. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Hello, Lizzie. We see you popping in there, too. Hello, everybody. All right. Like I was saying, if you guys love some kitsch and you love some kitschy, flocky, kind of tacky, fun stuff, these are the shaker sets for you. So $8 choice. We have the pink dog with the plastic hat, or the quintessential flocked donkeys. These are both in very good condition. I'll hold them back here for you to see, and we'll show them to you up close. So we're going to start with the dog. $8 choice. And usually the little shakers on these are always missing, but they have both of their shakers. There is a little issue to her with her flocking. Actually, sometimes they would come from the factory this way. So you can see there's a little rub right there on her and a little rub back here. But in all my years of collecting salt and pepper shakers, I have to tell you, this one doesn't come around that often. So that's why I forgave those little flocking issues with her. With the colors, you guys can assume that, yes, this one does glow, if that matters. So there is a glow on the pink. Believe it or not, the eyes do not glow. So the eyes have no glow to them, but the pink does glow. The fur doesn't, but the pink on the butt does glow. So $8 choice. This is your first one. And these little shakers, they come out. So they have these little plastic little cylinders, and the shakers fit into the little baskets right in there. Very nice and snug. And then there is your other one. So these are really, really kitschy, really cute. And why am I having a hard time finding my camera? Let me move him out of the way so I don't knock him over. I think that's the problem. So super cute, super kitschy. Even has the original plastic fantastic hat held on by a little push pin. So that's your first one. And the measurements on the cute little dog shaker is just about 5.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So that's your first one. Very kitschy, if that's what you guys are into. And then I love the donkey. And a lot of times these donkeys aren't as, sometimes they're not as specific as this one is. This one is really, really got some great character to him. A lot of times they don't even give them, two-tone eyes. They don't give them a full, wicker style hat. Sometimes they just have a plastic hat. This guy has a wicker hat. And then he has these fantastic burlap little satchels to hold his little plastic salt and pepper shakers. And then there is a P for the one, and then there is the S is the other side. So this is a complete set, not married together. Really cute. He's in really good shape. He doesn't have any issues. He has remnants of a sticker that would have been on the bottom that would have said Hong Kong. I forgot to show you the dog does have its original made in Hong Kong sticker on the bottom. So thank you guys for all the interest. Brenda's in at 9. Christine is in at 10. Brenda's back at 11. Thank you guys so much. He's a little taller, no damage to him. He comes in just about 6 inches tall, by about 4 inches wide. I love the way they made his teethers. He's like, hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. I'm a pack mule.
I have a purple Ferdinand the Bull.
Oh, my gosh.
Version of this.
I'm telling you, if you guys collect salt and pepper shakers, or you have just a few sets, this is a set that everybody needs. One of these little flocking sets that has the two shakers that hang on the sides in their little pockets. So, and this almost looks like, it looks like the way they did it. This one looks like maybe like a can the dog's leaning up against, and this looks like maybe a can. I don't know. So they made that not to look like it was hanging over it like a satchel. This one does. So that looks like he's carrying the load, for everybody. So we're going to do a countdown. We are at 13. We're looking for 14 or more. It's going to be on choice on the flocking shakers here, the dog or the donkey. So we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Don't forget we do just in case for active bidders, and top bidder can take 1 or 2. So this one does just have a little bit of wear to the flocking. Other than that, it's in really good condition. You can see the wears right there. But this one doesn't come around all that often. Brenda, we had you at 13. Christine came in with a just in case of 57 right before the bid end. So Christine with a D, let me know if you want the dog, and it's going to be at 14. Let me know if you want the dog or the donkey, and you can definitely take both. And then backup is going to be Brenda at 13. So Christine at 14, let me know which one or ones you want. Hello, welcome for your first time. Christine, just let me know if you want the dog or the donkey, and you can take both. And then, like I had said, Brenda, you're going to have backup. And I'll just wait one moment, Amy, and then I'll watch the chat for the rest. So Christine, just let me know which one or ones you want, the donkey or the dog. And you can take both if you want. And then we'll have backup. So I'm not seeing anything yet. I love them both. I love that donkey. That donkey's so cute.
What you got to say?
So cute. So let me scroll up here. Christine with a D. Just waiting on you. Let me know which one or ones you want. I don't think I missed it, Amy. Both. They're both yours. Oh. All right. Whew, we got a gnarly lag.
Yeah, we do. All right. $10, Jason, for my next round. This book is pretty cool. I've only found it one other time before. Now I will say that there is a little condition in a couple spots. There's a little tear, like the printing has come off right there. And I think a naughty child on the back kind of colored with something rough. So there are some lines here on that. This is the back cover. And it does kind of show through a little bit to the front on the bow tie, but it's not super major. But this book is awesome, so I had to pick it up despite its little issues. But the bow tie on the front goes through the entire book and shows up in different places on animals throughout. That's why I love these kind of books that have little cut through and you can follow it through. So this book does date to 1942, and it is the bow tie book. You saw the little kitty that is jumping rope, and there's some great displayability possibilities in here. I love this Christmas one. And we've got the little poodle that's underneath the mistletoe there. I love that. So the bow is her little hair bow. This is so fun. And then we've got little kitty is wrapping a birthday present or unwrapping a birthday present. So the bow transfers to the present. And then we've got the little bow. Look at that duck. It's just so good. That the bow transfers to the duck's hat. So happy. I love the illustrations in this one. And then we've got this super kitschy mouse in his waistcoat. Big old polka dot bow tie. Mr. Tittle Mouse coming from his little house. In his hand are asters blue. He has come to play with you. Yes, he's a little creepy, I will say. Just he's on that borderline of creepy and cute. And then we've got something that you could use for Easter, the little basket of chicks, and then the bow is the top of the basket. So fun. And we're getting down to the last page here. And here is a little kitty that's peeking through the drapery. And so the bow becomes the little drapery tie there. And then we're back to the bunny on the back side. Love this book. It's super fun. So measurement for this is 8.5 by 12. Again, there is that little missing spot of the graphic there on the front. There is a little bending here at the corners that we typically see on the vintage books. And the creasing that's on the back side. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. I can feel it with my finger, so it makes me think that, I don't know, a kiddo colored really hard or pushed down on something to make it go into the paper. All right, so MJ, I see your 10. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 11 or more. We're going to count it down. Jason, did you do 20 seconds or 15?
I did 20. I'm thinking we should just do 20.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, yeah. MJ's at 10, so we're looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. Got it. That was a loud one, Amy.
That's a loud one. Oh my goodness. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. So MJ Barrett, this is coming your way. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. Now I know we got a lot of Holt Howard fans here in the chat with us tonight. So Tina was lucky enough to source out of date. This is out, no longer being made. It is I think this is the first version. I think this is the first volume, but this one is from 1998. So this is actually going to start at $22. This is a price and reference guide. Don't really want to go by the prices in this for two reasons. One, the prices may be drastically below what they're going for these days, or it could be drastically high. But if you guys collect Holt Howard and love things that are Holt Howard-esque, like Mapco and things like that, this is a must-have price guide. So, and for $22, seeing that this is out of print and in the condition it's in, that's a pretty good start price. So $22, if anybody's interested, I'll show you a little bit of the highlights. Again, it is from 1998. So that's when it was printed. So this is your first page right here on the inside. It, of course, covers all 1950s and 1960s ceramics, but specializes in Holt Howard. It is copyrighted 1998. Hopefully you guys can see that right there above 1998. I'm going to show you a couple of the fun pictures. We'll just go right to it. Some of the cozy kitten stuff, which is really fun. This is a fun book to flip through. If you guys aren't familiar with all of the different things that Holt Howard made, these cats right here with the little spring tails, let me tell you. Let me see if I can even find it here right there. You guys find those? Those are an extreme hard pair of Holt Howard cats to find. So there's no damage at all to the book. It's in really, really good condition. It'll show you guys what you need to be looking for if you guys love Holt Howard and you're going to go out shopping. You can see up there's the grease jar. They have the two bud vases right there. That's the little ashtray and that metal piece sticking up. That's the match holder on it. That's the great two set, the two that sit in the holder. And then both of those are the letter holders. So they're both the letter holders. Let me get in close on those. So $22. Thank you so much, Glowy Girl. I see you're 22. So I'm not going to show you everything. That way the new owner has some time, but let's get into some of the favorite part for all of us, which is the Christmas pages. So those are, we always called those the drunken snowmen. Don't they have another name, Amy? Do they have the cheer? Are they called
I had a pair of those last year.
That's right, you did. And what do they call those? They just call them, he's Old Snowy. He's Old Snowy. Now, I always thought they were called the drunken. I don't know. But then you have all these great candelabras, Santa candelabras. Look at those. Those are my favorite little roly-polies.
And those are especially good to pay attention to because they did reproductions of those candle holders that look pretty close, but not quite. They're missing some of the details. So those are a good thing to always study.
So now this one right here has gone up in popularity. That's the little fragrance one, the little holly girl. Yeah. Up here in the top of her head, you would pour in the fragrance, and then it would sit and it would fill the room with fragrance. So she was one of those, she was like, what would they call it? I guess she would be like a deodorizer. She was the deodorizer. And she is really, really popular these days. Like everybody wants her. Like she's going for like $1,000 or so bucks. So, and brand new, it sold for $25. So brand new. And there's the man himself, Dorkin. He was a big ceramic collector, and he's the one that wrote these books. And if I recall, Amy, I think there's 3 of them. There's 2 Holt Howard, and then there's a Christmas one that he did, right?
I love the Christmas book. Yes.
So you can see that there's no staining. There's no major issues. We'll show you the spine here. The spine's in really good condition. And then we're going to do ourselves a countdown. So we are still at 22 with Glowy Girl. Thank you so much. We're looking for 23 or more. And this is a great book. And there are other things outside of Holt Howard. So I'll show you as I count it down. So 22 or more. So we're going to count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You can get these on Amazon, but the thing is they do their best to describe them, and you can get them, and they can be bent up at least this way. You're seeing how clean it is. And Tina, if you can go ahead and help me and assist and block that.
I already did it.
Thank you, Amie. Thank you, Amie, so much. So there's the bid end. So Jen, you didn't need your just in case. It's coming to you as I can highlight it for $23. Thank you so much, Jen. And Jen, I think this might be your first purchase from me. Thank you so much. My email is right here. So if you can just send me an email with your real name, your screen name here on YouTube, your address, and your PayPal, we'll get you invoiced on this Saturday. Thank you for your first purchase, Jen, and congratulations. Thank you.
All right. Yes, as a mod, I do have some fast fingers. So
yes.
I usually can take care of that stuff. All right. So I have a choice up next, Jason, at 16.
You got it.
These are cool. These are not going to make it into the haul tomorrow, unfortunately, because I'm probably I pulled them to sell tonight. These are the only thing I pulled out of my Pittsburgh haul to actually sell tonight. But I wanted to bring them tonight because they're really awesome. I have never had the pleasure of getting any of these tins before. Usually it's the George Horner tins. This is a different manufacturer, but these are 1940s candy tins, and they are nursery rhyme tins. They did a whole series of these. So these are made by Riley's Toffee, and these are made in England, just like the George Horner candy tins are. They do date to the 1940s. These ones are a little bit harder to find than most of the George Horner ones, which is why I've never come across them before. But I was super excited to, I actually found these on my way home on Sunday. And so we've got Cinderella here. And I love the depiction of the fairy godmother. She looks more like a witch. So I was thinking, yes, fall time. I love the colors in these. And then we've got Little Red Riding Hood. I'm really happy that my camera is focusing really good on the pictures on these. I love the creepy big bad wolf in the background of this. Now there is wear. You can see there is some surface scratching, but from the 1940s, they still look pretty good and vibrant. And they do have their markings here on the side that list the ingredients that were originally in the candy. And they are also marked Riley's Toffee embossed on the back. You can see that this one has a little bit more surface wear on the bottom. They both are pretty much the same condition, I would say, on the front, but the back of this one is a lot shinier. And they are marked in England on the end here as well. And the good thing about, I've mentioned this with the George Horner tins, that they designed these to have little flat edges. So these can actually freestand and sit up, that you could put them in a display. You don't have to put them into a rack or anything like that. But really good shape, especially if you like to collect nursery rhyme kind of things. I love to find stuff like this because there are just not a whole lot of them left. So measurement for these, they are 5.5 inches long by 3.5 inches wide, and they do date to the 1940s. There is, I'm trying to think of how many that I've actually seen. I think there's 6 different nursery rhymes, but they did other kind of candy tins with different kinds of graphics as well. All right, so MJ Bear, I see a 33. Thank you so much. Yes, Tina, I beat you out just a little quicker. All right, so we're going to count these down. You guys are bidding on choice. The winner can take one or both. All right. Again, made by Riley's Toffee Company. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hi, Caitlin. Good to see you.
These are so whimsical, Amie. I love these. Love them.
Jason found a really good George Horner candy tin on our travels. It's a good one.
And I think if Amie could have given me, could have cut me and taken it, I think she may have.
It was in your cart before I even saw it. So no chance. It's all right. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. So I did see some just in cases come in there at the end. So Gloria Boyd had a 35. Julie, who is G Jules, had a 40 bid. Kim had a just in case of 43, but Jan put in a just in case of 60. So for 44, Jan, let me know if you want Cinderella or Little Red Riding Hood. And both is also an option. Second choice, if Jan doesn't take both, is going to go to Kim Tucker. And then it will pass to Julie after that. And I can just watch the chat, Jason, if you want to go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much.
All right. And hello, Caitlin. It's great to see you. My next item is going to start at $14. You can't bring a Holt Howard price guide. We actually added one item, and I didn't get to preview it. So you can't bring a Holt Howard price guide and not offer a piece of Holt Howard. And I never found one of these before, nor was it in the book. So this is a Holt Howard trivet. It is stamped Holt Howard on the back, so it's starting for $14. I did my best to research this. There are none for sale anywhere else. So if you guys are looking for one of those like Scandinavian kind of feel, kind of late 60s, kind of kitschy kind of things for your kitchen, this is going to be it. I'll show you. It is kind of blurred, but it is stamped Holt Howard right there. Holt Howard in Japan. And then it would have been the company that made the tile. So they would contract with other companies to make other things and then sell it under the Holt Howard name. So the center part of the trivet is made of porcelain, ceramic. The outside is a metal, kind of like a cast iron, so it could hang on your wall if you wanted to. It also has these rubber feet here on the bottom. One is missing, so there is one rubber foot missing right there, but the other three are there. And I think this is such a great mod, 1960s kitschy sort of trivet. So if you guys are looking for a unique piece of Holt Howard, I think this would be it. Look at those eyes, and you can see the eyes, you can see the beak. Some of the feathers are in purple. Very flower power, late 1960s kind of look to it. The tile itself is made in Japan, and again is stamped by Holt Howard. The measurements on it are, let me find my notes here. The measurements on it is, it's about 8 3/4 inches tall. So it's 8 3/4 inches tall by about 5 1/4 inches wide. So if you guys love Holt Howard, if you guys love that mod 1960s look, this would be good for you. The black paint's in really good condition. A lot of times that can be all scuffed up and rusty. This is not. The tile itself has no breaks to it. A lot of times those tiles were just glued in there, which I assume that this one is. But really, really neat. I don't even know. Amy, would you say that would be a chick? I think that's a little chick.
I would think so. A chick or some sort of bird.
Chick. And it would be great
I've
for
not seen that one. I've seen other Holt Howard trivets, but they're usually green. I've not seen that one before.
Like I said, when I bought this, I just picked it up because I thought it was a great little kitschy chick. And then as I started to do so, as I actually flipped it over and started to clean it, I was like, does that say Holt Howard? And then, of course, I remember they made trivets, and I've never been able to source one or find one. So, Harry, thank you. I see you in at 14. Again, this would look great in an Easter display. It would look great all year long. Like Amy was saying, I could find them in green, and I could only find them with a more realistic style rooster. Not their rooster in the series, but it was one that was close to it, more realistic. So this one's more whimsical, like I said, more flower power style 1960s. So let's go ahead and start a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. And we're at 14 on the Holt Howard late 1960s metal and ceramic trivet. So we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 15 or more. The bid end from Karen Gillette. Again, thank you, Karen. Thank you for helping us and modding for us, along with Deanna. Thank you, guys. And you're right, Caitlin. I am always amazed at all of the Holt Howard stuff. No Holt Howard left behind. Anytime you find it, even if it's damaged. All right, you went unopposed. So, Harry, if I can highlight it, congratulations. It's coming to you for 14. Congrats. All right, Amy.
24, Jason. Yes, Holt Howard did some unusual kind of kitchen things in like the 70s into the 80s he made like canister sets, like utilitarian canister sets that don't look like Holt Howard at
Yep.
all.
You're
A
right.
lot of the weird stuff in the 70s and 80s doesn't look like the typical 50s and 60s Holt Howard stuff that we're used to seeing. And Timmy lives just around the corner from me. I cannot see outside because of the blinds that I have on the style blinds that I have on the window. So I can't see, but she says it's funky yellow outside. Wow. That's not good. But the good thing is that the tornado siren is just a couple blocks from my house. So if something is going down, we will all hear it at the same time. So hopefully that is not going to happen tonight, but we are under a watch. I do know that. All right. So my next item is the PY Apple Face teacup. And Jason just showed a couple of the PY fruit faces in the Holt Howard guide. There are a couple pages of some of the PY pieces that are in the Holt Howard guidebook. But I do have a PY guidebook that has all of the pieces of the PY apple face. I love these guys. They're just so happy. And so this is the teacup and saucer. And I'll try and show you each piece individually, but we've got a super kitsch-tastic little apple face. She's super happy, and I love that they made the little stem of the apple into the handle, and it is marked PY Japan there on the bottom. It is a little fainted there on the bottom. I was trying to see, there is a teeny tiny little flea bite right here at the lip, right next to my fingernail. It's very small. And I will be talking about crazing a little bit later at the end of the show, kind of what that means. But there is a darker craze line that is on the inside. So typically when we see this, it just means that there was a crazy line and there was probably tea or coffee that sat in here and stained it underneath the glaze. There's not a crack or anything like that, but that does happen sometimes, especially with the kitchen ceramics. There will be some staining that occurs underneath the crazing, especially if the piece was used or stored improperly. But very cute. So that's the cup. And then the saucer here has the little leaves painted on there. Love that. This one is also marked PY on the back. There is a flea bite right here on the under rim. And there are a couple manufacturing glazes. They're just little rough areas in the glaze. They're not chips. It was just kind of like how, okay, it is picking up on the camera. You see, there's a little bump that's underneath the glaze, which means that the glaze didn't take properly there. I did want to note that. So that is there on the bottom. So there it is. Super cute. I love these. So it does measure 5. The teacup is 5 by 3, and the saucer is 6 1/4 inches in diameter. All right, so I see Vanessa, hello Vanessa, is in at 24. I do have more PY apple pieces to stretch out through the fall time. I do have quite a few more of the pieces left. So I'll try and bring maybe one piece per sale. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with all the apples. So I am going to do the countdown. Vanessa's at 26 and Brenda just came in at 27. So we're looking for 28 or more. We're going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yes, Jan lives in northern Michigan. She lives quite a ways from me. But we're all getting storms here in Michigan, and Ohio is getting some storms too.
That means it's coming our way, which I'm sure we'll get them early morning.
Yep. All right, Karen, thank you again for the bid end. So Vanessa did not need her just in case at 33. So Vanessa, this is coming to you for 28. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
And gang, thank you all for hanging out with us. If you are not subscribed to Enamor Amie's channel, the link is in the description. Please do so. Again, thank you, Karen Gillette, for being our mod and bid ender. Make sure you're subscribed to her because tomorrow night at 7 p.m., myself, her, and Garden Guy Bill are going to be going live to show you guys our incredible finds from the Pittsburgh weekend that we all met up, did some shopping. So hopefully you guys can come over and see us. So you got to make sure you're subscribed to her channel so you can come on over. So
thank you.
Next item is going to start at $25. I'm going to switch gears away from kitsch, and I'm going to go a little mid-century glass. So $25 for a piece of Empoli. These are called by a couple different names. These have become very popular in the Empoli glass. They call these the circus tent. I never heard it called that till recently, but they call it the circus tent because of the shape of the top. We always called them the apothecary jars. So they're either, it has the optics and it is reading true to color. It is smoked in color. So it's more of a smoked. Some of these hinge on a smoked olive green kind of. Some hinge on a smoked black. This is more smoked on the black side. And it's a great size. It's a little smaller. It's a little squattier and it's a little hardier. So it's not as fragile as some of the other ones. Plus with the black, it would be great for the upcoming season, which is fall, and for Halloween. So before I show you up close, it measures 10 inches tall by about 5.5 at the widest point. The only issue I can find is that there is an air bubble inclusion, which would have happened at the factory. And you guys can see it right here in the bottom. That happened a lot with Empoli glass. I'll actually hold my hand over it. It's not dangerous. It's actually in the glass. So there is that little air bubble. Other than that, this gorgeous jar is in really, really good condition. So you can use it in a couple different ways. Thank you, Noelle. I see it 25. You guys can display it like this if you want. So you could use it as a clear vase. If you wanted to put like a candle down in there, you could. But I love it with the lid. A lot of times these lids are missing. A lot of times these lids are damaged. This one is in very, very good condition. Sits on it really, really nice. And again, now that you hear, everybody call this the circus tent, it kind of has a circus tent kind of.
I see it. I see it
too. But it's also known to, if you guys are going to research, it's also known as the apothecary. You can see the optics again in that. And the optics, when I say that, basically it's a line in the glass that they applied in there. It's part of the process of making it. That way, when the light catches it, it gives it some depth. So like back in the day of them etching glass or cutting glass, this was a way to give it more of a 3D effect. So when the light catches it, it actually glistens. So I'll show you it again. And if I spin it, see, you can kind of see how it looks like it has a flow and a movement. So Empoli glass is made in Italy, if you guys aren't familiar. Very popular in the mid-century. It was their way of mass producing glass and getting it over here to the American market faster than Murano, because their process was a little quicker. So they could pump more pieces over here and get it over here quicker than Murano. It took them a little longer. So that's why we're fortunate that we can find sometimes more Empoli to add to our collection. So we'll go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 26 or more. Right now, Noelle's in at 25. If anybody's interested, please put in that bid. I'm trying to hold back for the lag for a moment, and just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We have the Colta Vintage, Michael at 28. Thank you, sir. We're looking for 29 or more. Or the bid end from Karen G. On the gorgeous mid-century Empoli Apothecary, and or known as the Circus Tent. There's Noelle's just in case of 153. Michael's just in case of 38. There is the bid end. Thank you guys so much. With Michael's just in case of 38, and then Noelle's just in case of 153, it's going to go to Noelle for $39. Thank you guys so very much. And welcome, Michael. How are you?
Hello, it's good Michael. To see you. All right, Jason. 25.
You got it, Amy.
25. All right. So this gal, if you guys saw my shop with me at Allegan a few weeks ago, you saw that I rescued poor Elsie. She was not in very good shape. She was kind of slumped over. She was very sad. So Elsie the cow here is a vintage rubber face plush from 1950. And it's made by My Toy, and she has had a Mama Pam spa day. She has been clean. She smells lovely. I will say she smells very lovely for a cow. She has been completely restuffed. She is in great shape now that she has had a little loving Mama Pam touch. I just want to know that there's a little wear to some of the paint on the back of the head. And it looks like probably at one point in time, a kiddo might have chewed on the end of her horn. But other than that, she is super good shape. She's very huggable too. And I have added the blue ribbon to her. She originally would have come with a little printed ribbon around her neck. But I thought that she needed blue. She looked really like she needed a blue ribbon. So she won first place at the fair. That is for sure. So I love her face. Great detail that's sculpted in there. There is a little bit of discoloration and wear to the feet. But other than that, she is really nice shape. Mama Pam loves to refurb the vintage plush. She loves to take that project on. She really enjoys restoring these back to their former glory. And she does a fantastic job. So thank you so much, Mama Pam. You did an awesome job this time. She's working on that little rubber faced tiger. That's what she's working on right now. So measurement for Elsie the cow here is 16 inches tall by 11.5 inches wide. So they did make these in a few different colorways. There's a blue one. The body is blue. There's a pink one, and there's also a black one as well. But she's darn cute. And I don't usually pick up farm animal kind of stuff, but she just needed to be rescued. I had to rescue her. So we're going to count this down. Thank you guys so much. Right now, Nikki's in at 33. We're looking for 34 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moo. It end. She just wants a big old hug.
The favorite part of Elsie is the little curl for me in between her horns.
I know.
So good.
I know her ears are a hoot. I love them. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. So I see some just in cases came in here. So Brenda had a just in case of 50. KB had a just in case of 57. Kim had a just in case of 56. But Nikki put in a just in case of 100. So Nikki is going to take it for 58. Congratulations, Nikki. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody else, for your bids. And thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with us on a Wednesday night. We certainly just appreciate your company. Thank you guys so much.
All right. I don't know how I'm going to follow it, but if we're going heavy on kitsch, I'll just follow it with some webbed hand Kewpie dolls. So it'll be $12 choice if it wants to queue up for me, because it's just spinning here right now. So hopefully StreamYard wants to act right for me. Nope. Give me 1 second, Amy, to queue it up here. It's going to take me a moment. So it's going to be $12 choice.
It's been kind of touch and go.
Yeah, you can feel it's kind of wonky. So, yep, it's just spinning for me. So we will see what I can do here. My goodness. Does the chat work on your end, Amy?
I haven't seen anything else come in after Deanna's congratulations.
Let me see here.
If you guys want to type in some stuff in the chat, we'll make sure that the chat didn't freeze again.
Oh, my goodness. Let me see if I can type it in. Okay, so I can type it in, and we'll give a moment here for me to highlight it, if it'll let me highlight. So it is going to be $12 choice, and guys, just bear with us as we have a little technical difficulty. Now I saw everybody.
I see it. I see stuff is loading in there right now, finally.
Yes. Yep. So let me see if I can start it again on my end. So guys, just bear with me. It's going to be $12 choice, which is so weird, Amy, because everything's updated on our end. Everything's good to go. There we go. So third time's a charm. $12 choice on some little webbed hand, and they call them that because of these cute little webbed hands they have. It's going to be choice on the little Kewpies. You can see one is really, really bright. The other one's a little more flesh tone. So this one's a little, hasn't been out in the sun, getting some suntan. So, and this one came with a little black bow on it. So I just left it on because it was cute. So they are very similar, but they are different. I love these little chubby Kewpies. This one actually is stamped in the back Taiwan. I know it might be hard for you guys to see, but this one is stamped Taiwan. Look at the office butt on both of them and the chubby belly. So Harry, got you in at 12. Thank you so much. We're looking for 13 or more. They are both about 8 inches tall. Very good condition. Sometimes these rubber Kewpies, they can get sticky. They can get weird. There is no weirdness to these. They are very clean. The head and the arms and the legs do move on these. So you can pose them however you want. You can dress them however you want. So this one here is your first choice. This one is actually marked Taiwan on the back. Same exact size, same exact sort of mold. But with it being a little lighter, it is a little softer than the other one. So this one doesn't have any stamps on the back, but all the same. And they do have glows to them. So you may not be able to see, but if you guys are into the glow, the mouth glows on these. And then they do put a little bit of blush on the cheeks. So that will glow under black light as well. So Vanessa's in at 14. Harry's in at 15. Again, they both are 8 inches tall. Really, really good condition. If you guys know these, you love these. I mean, these are the kitschiest little hands, and they're known for that too, the webbed little hands. So we have two for you to choose from. One is, and I think that's why this one's very almost yellow pink. I don't want to say yellow. It's very pink flesh tone because it's a softer rubber. This one's a little harder. So you can take one or both. So let's count it down. Just in case for active bidders, we're looking for 16 or more, and we're going to count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. They're like streaking. It's like that weird, like they're doing like a news, like trying to report the news and then wait. Whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to. So Brenda's in at 16 right before that bid end. So Brenda, seeing that this one has the little bow tie, let me know if you want the one with the little black bow tie or the one without. I guess that's the easiest way to do it. So this one we'll call black tie. This one will be no tie. So let me know, Brenda, which one or ones you want. Harry, you will have backup. Brenda, I'll highlight you for a moment. Just because the chat was acting up, we'll just wait to hear from you. Let me know if you want the one with the little black tie on or the one without. And Harry, you can take whatever is left. All right, Brenda, I got you for the one with the little black tie. And that puts us back with Harry. Harry, let me know if you want the other one. And if Harry passes, Vanessa, you can take it and I can watch the chat. So Harry, let me know if you're interested.
I would watch the Kewpie news. If there was such a thing, I would watch it.
That would be fun. That would be so fun.
All right, 25, Jason.
You got it, Amy.
Okay, so this I've had a while, and I've just been waiting to bring it. If you guys have followed me any amount of time, I love me a good vintage scrapbook full of grading cards. I haven't had one for a little bit, and Jason actually got the last one that I had that was full of greeting cards. This one has some special stuff. If you guys didn't see my short that I posted or my little preview of this, you're going to be in for a surprise what's in the back of this. It's pretty cool. So so the page marker here is something I'm going to show you after the greeting card. So it's just kind of a white, like an off-white embossed with a little bit of gold on the front. It is a larger album. You can see it does measure 12.5 by 14.5, and it is not completely full, but I will say that there is a good amount of stuff in here. All right, and right off the bat, there are a couple loose pages in the front. All right, and I did not notice that initially. I think I was just too excited by the stuff that was in here, but I did want to note that there is a couple loose pages in the front. So I could not find one card in here that had a date on it, but I did find a little extra something tucked in the back that I'll show you when I get to it, that did have a date on it, and it was 1940 something, 1942, I think, something like that. But there's the front two pages here, or maybe there's three, are loose, okay, but there are awesome greeting cards in here. So there's 2 years worth of Christmas in here. So based on the design of the cards in here, I do believe that they are late 1940s. greeting cards that are in here. And there's some really cool ones. There are some other holidays that are in here as well. I love that Santa card up there in the corner. There's glittered ones. Really, really great. If you guys love these, they're great to put on a coffee table. Have people flip through these, read the inscriptions. I love to see people's handwritings, what they wrote in the cards up here. It's just a great conversation piece to set out and look through. I love to appreciate. Now we have here we've got a little bit of Valentine's Day, and look at this one down here in the corner. So the parrots are actually an embossed like chipboard on the front. I've never seen that card before. Super cute. So there's a little bit of Valentine's and there's a little bit of Easter in here as well. I'm not going to try and show you all the cards, okay? I do want to leave some, but look at that little snooty bunny that's down there. Some Valentine's and some Easter. Really good ones. And then I think we go back into Christmas. Yes, we go back into Christmas here. So there's at least 2 years worth of Christmas that's in here. So there's 95 total greeting cards. I'm trying to not to bend any here. All right, there's 95 is what I counted. Total greeting cards. All right, but that's not the coolest part. And I'm not going to show you all the cards because I want to leave some surprises in here for the winner. But we're going to get back to this back section. So there is a chunk after the greeting cards that doesn't have anything in it, just blank pages. Okay, so you could definitely add to this if you really wanted to. Add if you have vintage greeting cards in your collection, you need someplace, a safe place to store them. That there's definitely blank pages in here where you could add to this. But the back section here, this is what made me get this album. Not the fact that there's awesome cards in here, but there's a whole bunch of pages here in the back that have vintage roller rink decals.
Good.
So good. So if you see the Diamonds roller rink down at the bottom from Albion, Michigan, that's about 12 minutes from me, which I think is really, really cool. So besides Michigan ones, there's other states in here that I wanted to show off. These ones are all Michigan. These ones are all Michigan here. But I love the graphics and the fact that somebody collected these and put them in here. I think it's great. I have never seen, like, I come across like one or two of these every once in a while, but not this many. These ones are Michigan and Ohio, Findlay, Ohio. And we've got Illinois, Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Muskegon, Michigan. How cool are those?
Oh, even Washington, Amy. They went all the way to Washington, D.C.
So I'm not sure if this person like just went to shows or they were a skater themselves. I'm not really sure. So here's that extra piece of ephemera that was tucked in here. It's a ticket stub. Okay, it's July 11th, 1945, and it is from some sort of fairgrounds in Michigan. But that was just tucked back here in with some of the decals. It just fell out. I will stick it back in there. This one we've got Indiana. Not sure. Detroit, Clinton, Illinois. There is a Pennsylvania one in here I wanted to show you. We've got Sandy's Roller Rink in Beardstown, Illinois, New York, Lansing, LaSalle, Michigan. I know where that is. Jackson, Michigan, the Rollatorium. That is still there. It's just called something else, but I love that one. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Chippewa Lake, Michigan, Texas, Vickery, Texas here. There's a lot in here. All right, here's the one from Pennsylvania, from Puxatawny, with the groundhog on it. Findlay,
in roller skates.
Home of Jeffrey's Antique Mall. Isn't that fun? And this one's really cool here at the bottom. This is all ones in New Jersey down there at the bottom. And Amazing. Then I think there's one more page. One more page. Here we go. I had to show these all on camera because they're just fascinating. I love them so much. All right, so there's 36 total skating decals in the back besides the greeting cards in the front. All right, and it does have the tie closure there on the back. I spend a lot of time on this. I apologize, but it's cool. So we're going to count it down. Chris is at 40. We're looking for 41 or more. Don't forget those just in cases if you're actively bidding, you guys. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Those roller skate ones alone, Amy, in my shop sell for $10 to $20 depending who and what they are.
Just a cool piece of ephemera. I'm so glad that somebody rescued this and saved it. And I love to be able to rescue and pass on stuff like this too, because I think it's an awesome piece of history. All right. So there's the bid end from Kieran, Noelle, and Chris. Your bids did come in after the bid end. So there's a lot of stuff before the bid end. Lana, I saw, was at 46. Then Chris had a just in case of 75. Vicky had a just in case of 45. Shanna had just in case of 80. Noelle had a 77. And Christine had a just in case of 87. So with a just in case of 87, Christine's going to take it for 81. Is that what you see, Jason? All right. Congratulations. Yep. Thank you guys so much. I do have another scrapbook coming probably next month. So I can't wait to share this one. Thank you so much, you guys.
And gang, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the sale, we always want to thank Enamor Amie. She's the one that creates our background for Fantastic Finds along with our thumbnail. And Amy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You always do such a great job. So very mod and mid-century. So my next item is going to start at $15, and it is on what I think is a unique piece of plush. So I believe this little pony to be from probably the early 1960s. Now, there's no real notable damage. I do find that this is different. There is a sticker on him or her, and I could not find the manufacturer of this. So it's like JII, and it's Felder, and it's from New York. Now, I was able to find somebody else who listed it online, but they thought the J was an I. So I'm not too familiar. Amy, have you ever seen one of those?
I've not seen that sticker before.
Well, whoever made it or whatever company made it, it's a high quality plush. So it's actually a harder stuffed. So it's a harder stuffed animal. And I believe it probably has the sawdust, like the straw and the saw in it. So the only issues, if I were to nitpick, is maybe the felt here in the mouth. You can see there are little spots that maybe maybe like a moth tried to get to. But this guy is super cute. He has yarn hair for his mane. He's a nice large size. He still has his original little vinyl, puller here. His little, boy, I'm at a hard for words tonight. He has his little mane.
Bridle?
Yes, on the front, still original. And this is vinyl here. His little saddle. It's actually vinyl on the feet. Now, guys, I grabbed this because I thought a lot of you guys like to collect dolls and things. I thought this would be super cute that if you guys had like a stuffed animal that you wanted to maybe ride him or pose him, maybe have him holding it. I thought he'd be really cute. His eyes are, I think the eyes are, they're not, they might be, I think they're a harder plastic. I don't think the eyes are glass, but super unique. I know horses are collectible. You can see the plush under the ears. There's no damage. There's no funky smells. There's no funky stains. He's about 11 inches tall by 10 inches wide. So he's a really, really cute. He even has a cute little yarn tail. I think that's so
adorable. One of the Cupid dolls fit on the back.
That's where I was hoping to go with it, because I was thinking that, like, if you guys, for example, get the little Cupid on there. Like, if you guys love your plush, I don't want to hurt the Cupid, but if you had like, a little, even him standing there, I think is super cute in a display.
It's like a circus performer Cupid.
It is. Thank you, Deanna. The reins. You're exactly right. Words are very hard for Jason tonight for some reason. So it does have its original reins on there. And these are little tin rivets on there. Just a super cute. And I don't see a lot of, horses. I don't see or find a lot of horse things. So Christine, thank you. I see you in at 15. Again, the only thing that I could nitpick is there might be a little issue going on here with the felt mouth. Now, they're not full holes, but I feel like maybe wherever it was stored, maybe a moth kind of started to get at it. I know, Jamie, I love that tail. And again, for wherever and whomever the company was, and it has a paper label, and the fact that it's still on his foot, to me, it feels like it came from a boutique in New York City. If anybody knows anything about that, please let me know, because I tried to research it. I don't know if it's a J with two L's or a J-I. Let me see if I can tilt that and get that to focus so you guys can see. Again, I Google imaged it. I tried all over the different platforms where we try to do research. I couldn't find anything about it. I did find another stuffed animal with that sticker, but that person didn't know anything either. So again, very clean and really good condition, would look good with your rubber face, stuffed animals. He would be great at Christmas time to put under a Christmas tree as like a faux, Christmas present. I don't know if you guys do that, but I know a lot of us Christmas collectors like to stage our Christmas tree underneath. And again, the front here, his hooves, that's actually a vinyl. And the fact that they're all still intact and then they're actually
he's in excellent shape. He was probably never played with, just
no. And
really nice.
when I sourced him, it felt like somebody must have gotten somebody's stuffed animal collection, and he was in a box with like Teddy Ruxpin and things like that. So somebody had collected and thought this was something, and I couldn't find any more information. So this could be something. It could be run of the mill. I don't know, but I'm happy that, Amie, we talk about these stuffed animals and finding them homes. I'm happy he's going to get a home and be loved. So Christine, you have the high bid at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. Everything's intact, even that cute little tail. So let's count it down. If anybody's interested, please put your bid in. We're going to count it down slow for the lag at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It's like he's surprised, like, woo, Amie. Woo, Amie. Like, I don't know. So super cute.
He's really cute.
So cute and adorable. And I'm just happy he found a home, because I hate when I find these out at the markets and, they're just sitting out there in the weather.
I know. I have a hard time not rescuing.
I know. And I got to him early before he got mildew and wet all over him. So Smalls jumped in with an 18. Christine secured her bid with a just in case. Thank you so much. So for 19, Christine, congratulations. He or she's coming to you. So thank you so much.
All right. 16, Jason.
You got it.
All right. So we have a lot of toys tonight. I'm not sure how that happened, but we do. I have an Edward Mobley, and this is Woofy. If you're not familiar, the little, well, I guess he's not little. He is a squeak dog. He is the larger size. They did do a smaller size in these squeak dogs as well. But I have added the red ribbon on him. I just thought that he needed a collar. He needed a fancy collar for tonight. But it is easily removable if you don't want the ribbon on there. But he does have an adjustable head where you can kind of pose him how that you want. He does have the Betty by eyes. So it's the eyes that kind of open and close when you kind of tilt the head back and forth. And he does have a loud squeak. I'm not going to squeak him. Maisie will go crazy, as I have said many times. But he's darling cute. They did make Cuddles the cat. They did make a large cat squeak that kind of coordinates with him. But I love the Mobley squeaks. They're some of my favorite squeak toys to come across. I can't remember where I found this guy. But a lot of times I will come across these and their eyes are completely jacked up, or their squeaker doesn't work at all. But he is stamped the Edward Mobley Company here on the back. He's also stamped down here on the belly also, and it's made by Aero Rubber Company. There's the little squeaker noisemaker. He does have a very loud squeaker still intact there on the bottom. And Edward Mobley, if you guys haven't, if you don't follow Kayla Sunshine 32 on Instagram, she has one of the largest squeak toy collections, I'm pretty sure, out of anybody I've ever seen. And she has a whole wall of Mobley squeaks, like a whole bunch of them. So it's very cool to see her collections, but I do love Woofy. Now the paint on him is a little faded. in some spots. They did do these in a couple different colorways, but pretty good overall. There's no like holes in the rubber or anything like that. And again, he is adjustable, so you can do what you want with him and pose him. But I think he's pretty cute. So right now, Susan's at 20. He does measure 12 by 12, if I didn't note the measurement for him. So he is the larger size squeak. There is one that is about 6.5 inches as well of the same dog. So yeah, huge collection. Absolutely, Jamie. All right. So Vanessa, I saw you're 21 and Susan's back in at 23. We're going to count him down. Don't forget those just in cases if you're actively bidding, you guys. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I love all the fur that they sculpted for the mold for this guy. I love the fur texture.
I still get excited when I turn a corner and see one of these at an antique mall or flea market. It still a wow when you see them in person.
I almost had a cat, but the eyes were messed up on it, so I didn't get it. All right. There's a bid in from Karen. So Lisa, I saw your just in case of 35, but Susan came in with a just in case of 51. So Susan's going to take it for 36. Congratulations, Susan. Thank you so much.
Again, gang, thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you, Karen Gillette, for being our mod and bid ender. Deanna, thank you for being the backup to the backup. We could not do it without you guys, so thank you so much. My next item is going to be choice at $10. And believe it or not, these are pretty doggone collectible. These are kitschy Avon little brooches from the 1960s. They think they made them up. I'm sorry, I spoke wrong. They were big in the 1970s, and then they made them into the early 80s. So $10 choice. These used to hold makeup in them. So the makeup is gone. I think it used to be like almost like a lip balm.
It was a solid perfume.
Was it? Okay. Well,
I had one. I had one that was a cat for the longest time.
You don't want to put that on your lips. So it was a perfume.
Yeah, no, it probably wouldn't taste very good.
And this one is actually marked 1973 on the back, if it wants to focus. 1973. Now, these are made of plastic. These are kitschy. They are neat. They are collectible, but they did normally get all scratched up and ruined. So the fact that the pink and the plastic is still in very good condition makes this a good one to add to a collection. So if my camera wants to focus, this is your first choice at $10. So first choice at $10. And this one measures, come on, camera. Okay. It measures about 1.5 inches tall by about 2 inches wide. So there's your first one, this Kitschtastic elephant with the trunk up. We all know it's good luck. I love these. I know there was an Avon woman that used to come to our house, and I loved it. And this is very reminiscent of that. So your second choice is I do have the cat. This isn't the cat that you had, Amy, is it?
Yes, that is the one I had, yes. The little calico cat.
This one's going to come with its box, but its box is a little beat up, but I'm happy it's here nonetheless. So you will get the box with this one. And the cat, again, is in really, really good condition. I don't think you can get much more kitschier than that. There might be, as I'm seeing it under the ring light, there might be a little wear to the nose. So there might be a little wear to the nose. And of course, you can see there's a little white missing, but then this one opens up. Let's see if I can get it to open. I opened it earlier. These are always so crazy. There we go. It opens up right here with the collar. So at the collar, you just pop it open. And this one is the perfume is missing in this one as well. So these are great to use as decor. They're great to pop into your little kitsch. You know, I could definitely see these on, you could wear them. You could put them on a hat. You can just display them. I think they're like a collectible in and of themselves. They don't have to be used for what their intended purpose is. And like this one right here has the little circle. It could double as a necklace. So you can see the little plastic loop right there in the back. The cat has one, but it's really, really small. So it's really, really small. But if you could get a string through that or something, you could wear it as a brooch. So Jan, thank you. I see you in at 11. We're looking for 12 or more. Let me close that and I'll give you the dimensions.
I believe Santa brought me that kitty pin for Christmas in my stocking. I'm fairly certain that's where that came from.
I'm telling you, maybe this is where it all started, Amy. Maybe your love for kitsch started with this little,
maybe.
Little Avon brooch right there. And this one measures about 2 inches tall by 1.5 inches. So they're opposite in size, but still similar in size. So Chris is back in at 12. We're going to do a countdown. We're looking for 13 or more, and top bidder can take 1 or 2. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You know, Amie, at the store, we sell all sorts of things, but it's the kitsch. How can you be having a bad day when you see this elephant or this cat? I mean, I like the kitsch because it's meant to put you in a good mood. It just has to put you in a good mood. You know, seeing your antiques and collectibles can put you in a good mood, but that's going to make you smile like that kitty cat right there. So, all right, Jan, you're just in case got in right before the bid end. So, Jan, you get first choice at 15 because Sally had a 14. So, Jan, let me know if you want the elephant or the cat. And remember, the cat does have its box. They're both in very good used condition. So, Jan, you can have 1 or 2, elephant or cat, and it's going to be at 15. And then, Sally, you're going to have backup. All right, Jan, you get the cat. Congratulations. So then, Sally, if it wants to highlight, come on, StreamYard. Sally, let me know if you want the elephant at 14. And if you pass, Sally, okay, you do want the elephant, so everybody wins. Congratulations. Thank you so much, gang.
All right, 18, Jason.
You got it.
All right, so Pixie Boot planter. Now, I will say right off the bat, I do not know the manufacturer of this. I could not find this particular planter. I could not even find a Pixie that looked like this. So I do not know. First inclination was Ceramic Art Studio, but I know they didn't do pops of gold on their painting. So there's so much detail. Can you see those tiny little eyelashes that are painted on that? Like minuscule. So much detail on him. And the gold accents on him and the shoe, I could not find this. I couldn't find anything that looked like it. Any other kind of shoe that had the same kind of styling, the Pixie, I don't know. I did try my best to research it. I do believe it is still mid-century piece. I don't believe that it's hobbyist. It's too well painted and sealed and glazed and everything on the inside. I don't believe it's a hobbyist piece. It's not signed, stamped, or anything. The only part that's not glazed is the under part of the shoe right here. It is painted, but it is not sealed in the glaze. So I'm not sure. If you guys know something, I don't. I would love to know to figure this guy out. But he's pretty awesome. I love his little pose on the end of the boot. And it is planter. There's no chips. I do want to know that there is crazing. There's crazing present pretty much on the entire shoe, the inside, and the middle part here is glazed. Hopefully this is showing up for you. You can see the crazing in there. That's a pretty good example of crazing. That is, and I'm not sure why it's just glazed there in the middle of the shoe. I don't know why, but he's pretty fantastic. I thought great for summertime, great into the fall. Certainly we love the Pixies for Christmas time, but I just thought he was super unusual. So measurement for him is 7 by 5. 7 by 5 is the sizing for him. Bill would say perfect for a plant, but I think definitely a unique addition to any kind of Pixie collection too. And there is crazing on the inside of the planter. Most of it, I'm not sure what those marks are. I did try and get those out. They did not come out. So it might just be some staining that's down in there. But most of the crazing is concentrated in the heel of the boot there. So that tells me there probably was a plant in here at one point in time, or something like that. All right. So Susan's at 23, Lizzie is at 25, and Vicky's also at 25. So we are looking for 26 or more. We're going to count him down. Don't forget those just in case as you 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Jason, do you have any thoughts?
Amie, I don't know. I've seen these made. I think that they were made by what I called professional hobbyists, where they made them and fired them, and they almost looked like they were made in a factory, but they would sell them in their boutiques.
I couldn't find one that looked like this online. Not the
I've
shape
had
or anything. It's just
I've had an ashtray like that. They did a lot of ashtrays like that.
Gotcha. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Vicky had a just in case of 35. Lizzie had a just in case of 47, but Susan came with a just in case of 48. So for 48, Susan, this guy is coming to you. Can't wait to see what you do with him. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. It's neat, those pieces, because they are truly one of a kind.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, my next item is going to start at $24, and I have a unique piece of mod kitsch ceramics. So I have this gorgeous mid-century head vase. Actually, Rochelle had a figurine by the same company on Monday. They made it this way. It's almost like, for lack of a better explanation, they're made of like a terracotta style almost, the way the ceramic is. But she's made to be muted with those colors. So she's very twiggy, late 1960s. And the company, now, Amie, I know the abbreviation. I don't know what it stands for, but the company that made this style of ceramics is UCTCI. And I'm not too sure what that stands for.
I do not know what that stands for. Like, yes, I know the company, but I do not know what that stands for.
But a lot of times they would have had a sticker on the bottom. This one does not, nor does it have any stamps. And you can see that that's the way they are. They're kind of crudely painted. It's very, like I said, very terracotta style, very 1960s. It was a style that they did back then. It was when they were moving away from our heavy glazed ceramics and moving into this, and then moving into like the compositions. Like you'll find a lot of the boudoir pieces that are that heavy paper mache composition for like the hairspray covers and the lipstick holders. But then they made a whole line of these in these great large eyelashed girls with these chubby, awesome mid-century faces. And it was just a look. And I think it's a very neat look to mix in with your kitsch, especially if you guys collect that. And she has no damage, no issues. That's the way her paint is supposed to look, kind of faded out, kind of a muted color. So Glowy Girl, thank you for your 24.
The only pieces that I've ever seen of this, besides the girl and the boy pieces, planters figurines and that such, is UCTCI made coffee cups.
Yes.
That's the only other kind of thing I've ever seen a marking of theirs on, which is kind of unusual that they would just do planters and coffee mugs.
And am I right, Amie? It was a sticker, because I know the one time
yes, it was a sticker. Yeah. Yep.
That's what I thought, because I remember seeing one and it was a sticker. And then I can imagine with this form of ceramic,
it didn't stick very well.
It didn't last very long. So that's why a lot of times folks don't know who and what they are. So the inside, of course, is a vase. It's also, it's a head vase. You can use it as a planter, and it is. It's like they almost high glazed the inside better than they did the outside. So again, no chips, no cracks. I'll show you really close in the camera. You can see it's almost like it has a very organic, very nature, very look to it. So it's definitely an acquired look that folks collect. And if you collect this in the mid-century style, late 1960s stuff, you know how collectible that she is. So she's a nice size. Again, she's about 5 inches tall by about 4 inches across. She's very earthy, I think is the word that I was looking for. And the bow is in a lavender, and hopefully it's reading. It's all a pale pink. And then, of course, her face is flesh toned. They did put some pink here in her mouth. Black eyelashes, really cute, really mod, very 1960s. So we're going to count her down again with the lag. If anybody's interested, please put in a bid, and we are doing just in case. So, but you have to be an active bidder to use it. So we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Harry. I see you in at 25. So we're looking for 26 or more on the 1960s head vase, the UCTCI And someday we'll figure out what that means. And I bet you we'll go, yes, of course that makes sense.
And Bill will want me to put it in the book.
Yes. And Deanna, you're right. It is very hard to find these. Very hard to find. So, Harry, you secured it, but you didn't need it. So, Harry, congratulations. It's yours for $25. Thank you. All right.
I haven't mentioned these for a couple weeks. If anybody purchases anything tonight, you want to add a sticker. These are $3. Waterproof vinyl, 3 inches. Just let me know if you want to add one, or if anybody just wants a sticker, email me and let me know which one that you want. I can send it snail mail in a little greeting card for you. All right, so up next I have $12, Jason.
You got it, Amie.
See where I was at. So my vintage brooch and hanky lot for the week is this awesome black poodle. Black rhinestone encrusted poodle. I thought she was really unusual and different. That's why I picked her up. So let me see if I can get her to focus pretty good. So she's got a tiny little green rhinestone for her eye. And then her nose is actually just bright pink paint, but her like poof on her head, the tail, and her collar are white little rhinestones. And then she has just black kind of texture in the fur. It's not actual rhinestones on the rest of the black part. And then there's her little feet are just kind of silver toned balls there on the end. So it does have a safety clasp here on the back, and it is a marked pin. It is marked R. Mandel on the back. It is signed underneath where the clasp is, and I paired it with a pretty pink floral hanky this week to pull out the pink in her nose and the little green rhinestone for her eye. You guys have known lately that I'm on a kick lately, pairing the vintage brooches with the hankies. I can't wait to do it at Christmas time because I have some cool Christmas brooches to bring for the holiday season. So poodle brooch measures 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So she's a pretty square poodle there. But I don't see the black poodles very often. It's usually the more silver or white rhinestone covered ones, usually not the black colored ones. But there's no stains or any funkiness with the hanky either. All right. So Marion, I see you're 13. Thank you so much. And Vanessa, I saw you're 12. Nikki Moss. Hello. I'm glad that you liked it. All right. So Vanessa's back in at 14 and Marion's in at 15. So we're going to count this down. We still have a couple more rounds to get to tonight and your guys' fantastic finds after the sale. All right. So we're going to count this down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I love a good poodle brooch. I love them.
Yeah.
They're so kitschy good. All right.
All right. Lisa, I see you're 17 and Vanessa's just in case of 20. But Marion came in there with a just in case of 25 right before the bid end. So Marion, this is coming to you for 21. Thank you so much. And Marion, I think you are a new buyer to me. So do make sure and email me your information tonight. I need your YouTube name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that I can send your PayPal invoice to. And as a reminder, I will be doing my invoicing tomorrow. So thank you guys so much.
All right. My next item is going to be Choice. It's just $10. And I have some kitschy ceramic girl figurines, and they both have their Norlands. Norlands is a very collectible kitschy ceramic company, so each one has its little original sticker on the bottom. These are a series that they did, these bell-bottom kids. It was really popular in the late 60s into the early 70s. Now, this little girl here, she has her little yellow top and she has her tan pants, but what makes her a little more unique is that we always talk about the fact that there aren't many redheads. So you can see that she has this pink style that gives her like a ginger style. So if you guys are looking for, I know folks seek that out and try to collect it. She's not a blonde. She's not a brunette. She's actually a little redhead. So she's super cute. Actually, the way that her hair is done, she's almost like a little Rochelle, I guess, with the hair in the back there. So, so I found that very unique with her. Again, she's your first choice. She's New Orleans, and they did a series of these. She has her little, what I believe it's her little mirror. I believe it would be her little vanity mirror that she's holding, but super cute with those big eyes and eyelashes. No chips, no damage, no repairs, and she measures about 5.5 inches tall. So she's your first choice, just $10. These make great gifts for little girls. They could be cake toppers. This one also has its New Orleans sticker on the bottom as well. And these are ceramic, but they're like a flat. So they're not a bisque. They're more of a matte finish. So they're not your, high glaze. So you can see she has a cute little bouquet of pink flowers. Very 1960s, bell-bottom-ish. Would go well with your large eye, collections that you guys have. Now, she's a blonde. So she's your blonde with the little pigtails with cute little blue bows. Sometimes these are notorious for losing paint on the eyes. The eyes are in really good condition on these. These cute little sassy girl figurines, I think they're very, very kitschy. 5.5 inches tall on her as well. No chips, no cracks. Susan, thank you. I see you in at 10. I am going to just hold them up and put my black behind so we can make sure you guys can see the coloring on these.
I had one of these maybe last year, and she had a little snail that was at her feet. But I remember that the paint on the pants specifically had it had a texture to it.
It sort of does.
I think it was just how they painted it that it made it feel like jean material.
It sort of does. And I mean, it really, really is cute, really neat, especially if you guys, decorate in some mid-century, or some kitsch. These would fit in really well. And again, I just want to show you guys, I want to get the glare off. You can see that she is technically a little redhead. There you go. You can really see. So Susan's in at 10. We're looking for 11 or more, and it's going to be on choice. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. You can take one or two just in case for active bidders. And if you're interested, guys, put those bids in. We're going to count it down from 20 to try to beat the lag. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And then winner we'll just call blue or yellow because of the tops they're wearing. And you can definitely take both. They were found together. I assume that somebody had them together for a while. But you can take one or two. We're just waiting on that bid end. I'm going to sit one down. There's the bid end. Susan, you didn't need it. So you get first and only choice. You win at $10 each. Let me know if you want the one with the yellow top or the one with the blue. And you can take both, one or two, and I'll watch the chat. Thanks, Susan. All right, Amy.
All right. 14, Jason.
You got it.
All right. Enough. Have another squeak toy tonight. So I have the Ruthie Newton. She is one of the little girl squeaks. Now, they did make her in several different dress colors and some with polka dots. She's just the red dress gal. I love her blue eyes. I love these. They did boy and girl squeaks in these, and I always love that they chose to do their eyes in blue instead of black. She does have a little bit of paint wear, mostly on her shoes. There's a little bit on the dress. But she's in fairly good condition. Sometimes the paint is completely missing on these. But she did, you can tell that she was loved and played with, which I like to see. She's not in like pristine condition. But I think that some of the paint loss, especially in her hair and things like that, just gives her a little bit of character. So she is made by Ruthie Newton and the Sun Rubber Company. She is stamped both on the head and on the back of the body. I like that they did that. So if one was separated from the other, you could put them back together again and made sure that they match. She will stand up. I just don't have anything to balance her on, but she does freestand and she does squeak. I am also not going to squeak her, but she does have quite a loud squeaker left in her. Love the Ruthie Newton. Most of the time I bring the Ruthie Newton children's books, illustrated children's books, but she did do designs for toys as well. She also did Valentines. I do have some Ruthie Newton Valentines that I will be sharing probably in January because they're pretty cool. She started with Valentine's in the 1920s. So those are some of the earliest things that Ruthie Newton designed. But I do love the Ruthie Newton squeak toys. They're just darling cute. And I brought her tonight because I actually have, well, this is not Ruthie Newton, but I thought that these looked cute together, the little paper dolls and the little squeak toys together. So the paper dolls will be coming. I think that's my last round, but right now I see Jan is in at 14. Thank you so much. So we're going to look for 15 or more. We're going to count her down. We still do have a couple more rounds to get to, so I'm not going to spend too much more time on her. All right, we're looking for 15 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And I did forget to mention she is 8.5 inches tall. So that's the size for her. All right. I see Vanessa came back in at 15. Sandra also came in at 15. Lisa came in at 17. Jan put in a just in case of 21. But Lisa came in there with a straight bid of 22 right before the bid end. So Lisa, she's coming your way. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. My next round is going to be choice, and it's going to be choice at $12 each. These are collectible. I've never had any or could source any to bring to a live, but when I do find these, there are folks that collect these and come into the shop. So it's going to be $12 choice, and these are on these flocked little animals, and each one of these is made in Germany. The first two, well, first of all, the elephants are different sizes. There's a larger one and a smaller one, and then we have the horse. So we'll start with the horse. The horse does have, of course, does have its original sticker, and it actually is stamped that it is from Germany, but the U.S. zone of Germany. So that kind of dates it. Yes?
If you want me to say the name when you're done talking about them, I can.
All right. Well, I'll have you do it because I know the name is on the two horses.
Yep.
And then, Amy, Lisa also wants your stickers.
Oh, I got it, Lisa. Thank you so much.
All right. So the horse, I think, is made by the company, but doesn't say it. I think it's the older label, but it would be more of the 50s with it being the U.S. zone, if that's what my knowledge on it is correct. So that's your first choice. And then the two elephants are, and Amy, how do you pronounce the name?
Künstler Hunds.
You are exactly right. And now I feel like I need a Wiener Schnitzel.
It's Mama Pam's favorite thing to say when I point them out in a showcase. We both took German, so we like to say it.
And I love these. And honestly, Amy, you're right. They are always in a locked showcase because of the price. So I'm starting this at choice just at $12. So these are great to collect. They're great to keep. They are flocked. They are in very good condition. This is the larger elephant with the trunk up. They were a big export from Germany here to the States. They were very collectible in Germany as well. And folks love them. And it has its original sticker right there on the bottom. And instead of handmade, it's handwork, for German. So there's that one. That's your little larger elephant right there. That is about 3.5 inches. So about 3.5 inches. And a lot of times when you do find the elephants, one of the tusks is usually broken or missing. So, and they're very clean. There's no stains. There's no issues with the flocking. And you can even see that they give it a little floof of fur there on the tail, and that is intact. So that's the one that's 3.5 inches. This one is the 3-inch one. So this one's a little smaller. Thank you, Lisa. And a lot of times these have glass eyes, but I believe the elephants are plastic eyes. So, and it does have its original sticker on it as well. And you can see how thick the flocking is on it. Again, I was very happy and anxious to offer these in a live because usually I can never, source them to do so. So that would be your second choice, the smaller elephant. And then again, you have the horse here, which I believe the eye might be glass because it's older, but I can't guarantee that. And again, when you do find these horses, a lot of times the legs could have damage to them. This one has its older sticker on the bottom, and if that's focusing, it says U.S. zone in Germany. So this is the older one out of the three.
Jason, I have one in my personal collection that has the same kind of eyes.
Yes.
So
okay.
It is.
Okay.
And then I also have a hedgie.
Oh my God. Amy, I
I
love
love
these.
these. I love these just as much as
These,
Stife. I love those.
yes. And these are very, very collectible. If you guys do research, you will find they do run the gamut, price wise. But to find them in really good condition is what most collectors are looking for. And if you're starting a collection, these are 3 good examples of it. There's no stains, there's no smells, there's no flocking that's missing. The fur on these could quite possibly be animal fur, like some of our ceramics. So just be warned that. But they do start to deteriorate. These were kept in really good condition. They actually look and feel brand new. So that's going to be your choice. You can take 1, 2, or 3. I think it's a beautiful horse as well. So you have the larger elephant at 3.5. The middle guy is 3. And then the horse, I don't think I gave you measurements on the horse. The horse is about 4 inches. So we're going to go ahead and count these down. Lisa's in at 12. If you're interested, please put in a bid because we're trying to beat that lag for you. And just in case for active bidders, top bidder can take 1, 2, or 3. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. For little flocked figurines, the detailing on these is so good.
There's so many different animals of these.
There is. So I'm going to sit these down. As I highlight, I see Lisa's 15. Jan's in with a just in case of 22 right before the bid end. So Jan, you get first choice. Let me know if you want the horse, and it would be at 16. Let me know if you want the horse, Jan. And then if you want the elephants, you just got to let me know if you want we'll call it the large elephant or the smaller elephant. And you can take all 3. Leslie, I'll type it in the chat during my next round, how it's spelled. So unless Amy can help me pop that in the chat for you. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much.
Small.
So I love them. All right, Jan, I got you down for the horse. Thank you so much. If I find some more guys, I'll bring them. So Lisa, let me know if you want. I got to make sure I have them right. This is the larger elephant at 3.5. This is the little smaller one at 3. So you can take one or both if you are interested. And you guys were the only ones. So Lisa, let me know if you're interested in the 2 elephants. They would be $15 each. Thank you, Amy. You just got to let me know if you want the large one or the small one. They're both yours, Lisa. Great choice, guys. You guys are going to love them. And if we find more, I'm sure we'll both bring them here.
Kunstler Schutz.
They're so good. Love them. Thank you, guys.
All right. $10, Jason.
You got it.
All right. And actually, my Kunstler Schutz hedgehog was one of my very first hedgehogs I got for my little hedgie collection. I love them.
That's so neat.
They made Christmas ornaments too of the little animals.
I didn't know
Christmas
that.
ornaments are a little bit harder to find though. All right. If you guys saw my live haul from Elkhorn, you guys saw this pillow, but I had to pick this up because it just screamed summertime to me, and I loved the fabric print on it. Now, I do believe somebody handmade the pillow cover. There is a like newer like travel pillow that's inside of this because I can feel the tag on it. But I do believe somebody made this, and it's just got one of those pull open. So it looks like a brand new travel pillow that's in there. The back is made out of orange terry cloth, bright orange terry cloth. It's so fun. That's why I thought like this would be great, like on a lounge chair or like out on the porch, out by the pool, something like that. But the cute little vintage fabric, I couldn't. So the story looks like that the little bunnies here got into the paint pail and got covered in paint, and Mama is just upset about it. So then she's got to scrub all the bunnies in the bath and then hang them up to dry on the clothesline. And then here they are all going for a little stroll. And I love that the little tiny, do you see the tiny little bird?
Love it.
Kind of goes through each little scene through that. I just love the print on this. So the colors in here, the background is like a butter yellow. And then we've got bright green, orange, and blue that go throughout. And I think that that's why they paired it with the orange kind of towel material that's on the back. I just thought it was really, really cute. So measurement for this is 20 inches by 14, and it's a very nice full pillow. I could feel the tag of the pillow that's in here. Yeah, it is a newer pillow insert that is in there. But if nobody else is interested in it, I probably will just keep it, because you can't tell behind me, I do love a vintage pillow. So
Amie,
I will probably keep this if nobody else is interested in it. But
that's a good car pillow. Like, gang, that's great to keep in the,
yeah.
I mean, if you want some kitsch on the go, that's great to keep in the car. If you get on a road trip, that's a perfect size to take a little nap. And plus,
there's no stains or any funkiness with the fabric either.
Right.
There's no weird smells or anything. Karen Lord, we see you. So yes, the chat is working. There's no like holes or anything. The terry cloth appears to be in like really good condition. I do think that this was probably a vintage towel that they used to craft with. I know like Jason and I sell vintage towels, and they just have a different consistency than like newer towels do. That's why I think that it is a vintage towel and vintage fabric. So I don't see any interest. That's all right. We'll bring it back at the recap and see if anybody else wants it. Otherwise, I'll probably keep it. All right. Thank you.
All right. I saw those vintage towels you use in the back of your car, but Lisa's not going to let you.
Oh, Lisa, I see your 10. Thank you so much.
Good.
Sorry that lag. All right. I didn't go on quite long enough. All right. We're going to count it down. Lisa's at 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So I think that's my favorite, that scene right there.
I do too. I love these bunnies. It would be so good to have these bunnies in my Easter display. My gosh.
It's too bad they're not made out of styrofoam.
Oh, tell me about it.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, Lisa, this is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Speaking of styrofoam bunnies, gang, make sure you're subscribed to Enamor Amie's channel. That way you get a notification tomorrow when we go live at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are going to show you our haul of everything that we purchased when we shop.
All my stuff is back here because I've got to transfer it to the table up here to show it. And that was really the only place I had to put it. So
I got to make room. So tomorrow afternoon, I'll be hustling stuff around down here where I film from. So to show you guys. So, and Amie got me some incredible styrofoam goodies, which I can't wait to show you guys tomorrow. So please come out and hang out with us tomorrow night on Enamor Amie's channel. Garden Guy Bill's even going to pop in for a little bit too. So $14 for my next item. I brought this because I try to pop in some glass here and there. So we're switching back to glass. So this is a piece of Italian glass. I thought it kind of fit with the kitsch. It's very springy, very summer. It has these great different colors in it. Now, every time you see one of these pieces of glass, they describe these as their napkin holders. Now, personally, I think this is just a great piece of art. It could be used as a business card holder or anything. So just $14. There's no chips. There's no damage. I also wanted to bring this to show you guys the difference in some Murano glass. So I'll flip it around here. First of all, as I flip it around, let me give you the dimensions. It's 3.5 inches wide. It's 3.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide. So now you guys can see that it says made in Murano, Italy. Doesn't mean that this is Murano glass. The town of Murano exported a lot of glass. So this is not Murano. This is just made in the area, in the town of Murano. And we also know that because the bottom is not polished. It is just a sanded bottom. It is not polished. So I brought this just because I know we like to discuss things, on both sales, whether it be Monday or Wednesday. And I know you folks like to maybe see some things and learn some things. And this Murano sticker is very reminiscent of the true Murano sticker, but you have to make sure you read it, that if it says made in Murano, Italy, it does not mean that it is Murano glass, but it is Venetian and it is Italian glass. So just $14. Look at these great colors, the pinks, the yellows, the gold, even those minty style greens. It is very atomic, very neat. I think it would look great in any mid-century decor. You guys could use it as a napkin holder if you want to, or I would use it if you guys had any business cards, or basically just pop it on a shelf and use it as decor. I think it's a really unique blend of colors. There is one inclusion. There is a piece of flint in it. So see if we can show you here. You can see right there, that's actually a piece of flint that got caught in it. So that is there, but I really don't think it distracts from it. So
I like when those things are in there.
right. And you're exactly right, Amy. And Taylor, you're exactly right. Yep. It just means that because basically back in the day, a lot of the folks wanted to cash in on what Murano was doing. So just by having that on, they felt that they could, get it sold a little easier or quicker. So, and each one of these is a little different. It's all hand pulled. So you can see where it's pinched. You can see where they pinched the tool here. So they pinched and pulled each part. So it would have been hot glass that they just pulled and made these great abstract, little designs with it. Thank you, Noelle. Thank you guys so much. And again, I just wanted to show that to you guys. So maybe when you guys are out, maybe you'll notice that and see it. And I just want to show you on the back, there is no pink. It's just the mint green into the gold. It almost looks like candy, doesn't it, Amy?
I was going to just say, it reminds me of ribbon candy.
It does. It does. And this would be great all year long in your spring decor, or use it to hold, whatever you want. Cards. You could even use it to hold your mail, when you get your snail mail, stuff that's going out. So let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 15 or more. Thank you so much, Noelle. We are doing just in case. And if you guys are interested, put that bid in. So we're going to go 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid on, bid end, bid on, bid end, bid on on the gorgeous piece of Italian glass. Usually when we don't know where it's from, it's always referred to as Venetian glass. It's just called Venetian glass then. All right, there's the bid end. Noelle, congratulations. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right.
All right. Last round, you guys. $8, Jason.
You got it.
All right. So I did give a sneak peek of this already. So we've got the Best Friends paper dolls in full color. These are very cute. I think the last paper dolls I had were the Kewpie ones. These are just as cute, I think. So here are the paper dolls in the front. And this does date to 1984, 1985. So we've got Kate and Charles here. How cute are they? Look at Charles' little blue eyes. They're just so cute. All right. But the outfits and the things that are in here are just adorable. So Kate always has her little dolly, and then Charles kind of holds different things back and forth. Really cute. So this is all completely uncut. And sometimes if you want to actually cut these out, like you can always make copies of these. And so you're not cutting up the originals, but super cute little outfits in here. I love paper dolls. I wanted to be an illustrator way back in the day. I spent a lot of time drawing as a kid. I used to design my own paper dolls. I wish I could find these. I'm sure I have them somewhere. I can show you some of my paper dolls, but I love the little snowsuits, and look at the cute little meow meow. It looks like queso hanging out there. Really, really cute. Love these. Look at the little saddle shoes. Charles is going to play football. Really cute. And he's riding on his little hobby horse. Lots of accessories to do stuff with in this one, not just the paper dolls, which I think is interesting. And then you can also dress the dolly in here with her own little dolly clothes in here as well. I love the little puppy that goes through there. All right, and here is the last page. We've got a little sailor suit. All right, that is uncut. I love that. So measures 9 1/4 by 12 1/4. Again, that dates to 1985. And Queen Holden did a whole bunch of these paper doll books. Says Peter Rabbit, Curious George, Kate Greenway, and Teddy Bears are the ones that they list here on the back. All right, so we're going to count this down. Jan's at 8. We're looking for 9 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Thank you, Gavin, and hello, John. It actually says a little bit about Queen Holden here on the back too. Yep. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. So Jan, this is coming your way. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. And my last round is going to be some ephemera as well. It's going to be choice at $10. It's starting at $10 because it's going to be choice on some 1950s coloring books that are unused. So the fact that I found 2 coloring books from 1950 that are unused astonished me. So
yeah,
we're going to start with this one first. If y'all love the kitsch, you know that this is Kitchalicious right here. This will start to kitchalitis across the nation. So I love this little guy, little Johnny Doodle. He's got his big old pencil and he's got his big old crayons. He's got his big old overalls and his poodles just heading on out. This would be great to frame. This one measures, it's a little larger. It measures 11.5 by 8.5, unused. And the copyright on this one is 1954. And the publishing company, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, is Merrill. It's Merrill?
Merrill.
It's Merrill?
Merrill.
Merrill. Okay.
Merrill.
All right.
I was going to say Merrill Publishing did amazing coloring books.
I never had one of these. I never had one of these by this company. Usually I find Whitman or I find some other company. So again, it is unused. There is a little bit of weathering to the outside. So you can see the inside. This would be great if you guys were going to junk journal. You can make copies with this, do all sorts of fun stuff with this. So there's the copyright in 1954. You could actually print these out, I think, and use these for the youngsters. You could have a coloring competition. So then each one, it actually tells you what colors to color everything. So the inside does have a little yellowing because of it being the cardboard, but it has these cute little boys and girls. Like, look at the bird in there. It tells you to color the bell yellow, the bird blue. Really, really good. And then it's also repeats on the back here. So he's got his own little poodle doodle coloring book, which I love. So that's your first choice. We're at 10, looking for 11. The next one is by Whitman. And if you guys love fairy tales and Mother Goose, you're going to love this one. So this one is unused. And the copyright on this one is, I got it written down, 1959. So 1959. So, and also here's the back advertising some of the fun books. I know you guys have seen those books at thrift stores or out and about. I just love that. And I'll spend more time showing you the front, and then I'll show you the inside really quick. You can see all the little Jack and Jill, little Jack Horner. What is it? The cow jumped over the moon, Humpty Dumpty. Mary had a little lamb. I forget.
Old King Cole.
Old King Cole. And that was the one with the Hickory Dickory Dock. So this is really great, I think, if you guys collect nursery rhyme things. And actually, the whole inside of the book tells the Mother Goose story. So not only is this one a coloring book, but it is also a book that you guys can read the whole entire story. So just look at that. Those graphics, they don't make graphics like that anymore. There's none like that. So again, expect some yellowing here on the inside because it is from 1959. And I'll just show you one or two more pages. Look at the kitty cat.
Meow,
Oh
meow.
my goodness, look at that cat.
Okay.
So we're in with Lizzie at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. If anybody's interested, this one's from 54, the Johnny Doodle, 59, the Whitman Publishing, the Mother Goose. You can take 1 or 2, and let's count it down, 11 or more, and we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Amy, do you have anything to recap? You don't, do you?
I don't.
Okay, so do you mind? What I'll do is right after this round, I'll show the enamel pins again, and then we can just, okay. Mm-hmm. So we'll just wait for Lisa. I see you're just in case. All right, Lisa, you got it. So you get choice at 10. You can take 1 or 2. And the way I have it down is this one is blue and this one is red. So Lisa, Lizzie, I'm sorry, I'm saying Lisa. Lizzie, all you have to do is let me know if you want the
Want
red.
them both.
All right, they're both yours. Thank you so much. You can tell Jason is tired, so let me write
Both
that
of
down.
us, both of us have not recuperated from
No, I am just
No.
dragging. So, Amie, let me write that down. Do you want to tell everybody what we will be doing tomorrow night, and then I'll come back and do my pins real quick.
Yes. Jason's going to recap one round, and then we're going to go into our community share portion of the show. We do have 2 people that we're sharing tonight. And tomorrow night over on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern, don't forget that Jason, myself, and Bill's probably going to be joining us a little bit later because he has a live sale on Instagram. So he'll pop on as soon as he is finished with his sale. But we're going to be sharing all of our fantastic finds from Pittsburgh. 3 days of picking in Pittsburgh, and we didn't even touch the surface of the stores in Pittsburgh. So I can't wait for that. So yeah, join me over on my channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I hit the button too fast. Thank you, guys. I will get some rest. And Amie, thank you so much for covering that.
Hi, Lori.
I got 2. Hello, Miss Sugar Britches. How are you? I got choice at $10 on enamel pins. So they're $10 if anybody's interested. If more one person's interested, we'll do a quick countdown. But there'll be $10 each. $10 on this great enamel pin. I love this one. It's I've never seen one with all these holes like that. So
I haven't either.
The orange one, it's more like a pansy almost, I think. Wouldn't it be like a pansy? Well, whatever. 2.5 inches in really good condition. If anybody's interested, $10 for the orange one. $10 for the orange one. And then I have an orange and yellow one. There is a little bit of wear on some of the yellow petals, as you can see. But again, these are great. You know, if you guys wear hats in the summer, they're going to be great in the fall. $10 on the yellow and orange one. If anyone's interested, you can just put pin, $10, orange and yellow for this one, 2.5 inches on this one as well. The clasp on the back works really, really good. These are great to use in your decor. And then this one.
I just had an idea for that one because it has the holes in it like that. You know, like the single earrings that sometimes you lose one or you come across or you get a lot of jewelry and you have single earrings, like pierced earrings. You could stick them through the holes and, you know, display those on the flower. I think that would be cool.
Good idea, Amie. But nobody's interested. We'll bring them back maybe in another sale or we'll take them up to the shop. But thank you guys for all your interest. Anyway, and Amie, we did it. We're all done.
All right.
We're all done.
Awesome, you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Gang, thank you so much. Karen Gillette, thank you for being our mod and bid ender. They did, Grady. They did. They drained me just a little bit, the pepperoncinos.
You should have seen the bowl they came in, Kevin.
I actually took a picture of it. When you ask a fella at the restaurant for some pepperoncinos, he wasn't fooling. So thank you so much, Deanna Northwest Sunshine, for having our back tonight as well. We couldn't do it without our mods. Thank you so much, Glowy Girl. Before we show everybody's fantastic finds, let's just take a moment, Amie. Let's tell everybody outside of tomorrow where you'll be next and what's going on, and I'll fill in everybody.
I have to look at my calendar because I don't know the date. All right, so I'm going to be gone next week. I'm going to be hitting the road, longest garage sale. I'll be gone Wednesday through Saturday, shopping that as many states as I can get to. So I won't be back until Monday, August 7th, here with Jason, Bill, and Misty, Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter. And then, so my next fantastic finds will be August 9th. I will be back.
Yes. So I will be back, like Amie said. I'll be back tomorrow night on her channel. We'll be having a chat, and we'll be showing all of our finds that we found in Pittsburgh. Then Monday on my channel for Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday, it'll be me and my co-host Bill, Garden Guy Bill, and it'll also be Fatbird Finds. So Fatbird Finds is going to be joining us this Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on my channel. And then, like Amie had said, next Wednesday for Fantastic Finds, the very lovely Rochelle of Uniquely Rochelle's is going to be filling in for her. So we'll be doing the same style sale. Just Rochelle will be sitting there filling in for Amie. Please, guys, make sure you're also subscribed to our friend Bill at Garden Guy Bill. He actually did drop a video yesterday of one of the places he shopped at when he was in Pittsburgh with us. And again, tomorrow night, before you come over and hang out with us at 7 p.m. Eastern, please check him out over on Instagram every single Thursday at 5 p.m. He and Crazy for Kitsch, who her name is Steph, they have a kitsch sale together every single Thursday over on Instagram. So now we get into the fun part. We get to share you guys' fantastic finds. And boy, are we we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. So, Amie, I'm going to let you take it and you tell me for the first person, we have Elizabeth, and you have all the specs.
I do. Usually Jason is the one that introduces, but I have some information concerning this submission. So I can't wait to share this to you. Okay, so this comes from Elizabeth. And we have two pictures that she sent us. Now, she said that she found this at a Goodwill in South Carolina for $9.99. Wow. She said there's no markings on the bottom, and she says that it stands 20 inches tall and 9¼ inches wide. And she said when she found it, it was covered in some spray paint. She has successfully cleaned most of that off, but she didn't really know much about it. So she says that she thinks it's Robinson Rainsbottom pottery. Now, when I saw these pictures, I immediately thought Roseville. And so because pottery is not specifically my forte, I did reach out to our resident pottery guru, Garden Guy Bill. And he has many books on pottery and specifically Roseville. And he was able to identify this as Roseville. And it is number 609, and it does date to the 1920s. So I'm not sure if Elizabeth is here, but I hope that she watches the replay if she's not here and can learn more about this. So these early 1900s pieces of Roseville usually were not marked. And the specific pattern is called the blended majolica iris pattern, and it is an umbrella stand. That was its intended use. And it is unmarked on the bottom, so there's not going to be any of that telltale Roseville markings on the bottom of this like we typically see on the planters and such for Roseville. But Bill helped me out, so thank you so much, Bill. I'm glad that you had the book, and he was able to identify this by a picture that he has in one of his Roseville books. I originally thought that this was a jardinier stand. Now, Bill told me that a jardinier stand would look very similar to this, but there wouldn't be a free open top at the top. There would be a base there for the planter to sit on. So he did say that in good condition, and I believe Elizabeth said that there was no crazing or anything wrong with this because the glaze on this was so thick. That's why she was able to clean most of the paint off. And Bill said in good condition that this typically is worth between $125 and $175. So a pickup at Goodwill for $9.99 is pretty awesome.
Amie, here's the one I think that shows some of
a little bit of that. She said there was more paint, like spray paint, overspray on this, that she was able to get some of that off. Now I did ask Bill, and I kind of had, she asked like maybe how to clean the rest of that off. Paint thinner, because spray paint doesn't usually come off easily with water. Paint thinner on a soft cloth will probably get up any more of that residue that's on there. And Elizabeth also asked me to talk about crazing. So I thought I would talk about that a little bit. In case you guys aren't familiar, we talk about it all the time, usually on pieces, ceramic pieces or pottery planters, stuff like that. Sometimes salt and pepper shakers, stuff that would be used in a kitchen. We talk about crazing. So what crazing is it's kind of like on the surface. So the glaze of a ceramic piece, it's kind of like a little network of lines that makes up over either spots in the piece or overall on the piece. And usually it doesn't indicate that there's damage to the piece. It just means that over time, either it was like exposed to some sort of high temperature or really low temperature, or it went back and forth between high and low temperature. That can cause stress fractures to the glaze in the pottery or the ceramic piece. And sometimes it occurs like when the piece is made, like firing in the kiln. Sometimes it would happen if it was cooled down too quickly, and that would be like when the piece was produced. But most times, because of the pottery pieces that we typically deal with, it's because they were either stored improperly or they just had too extreme of temperature changes. Sometimes it can also happen, especially with planters or kitchen utilitarian pieces like creamers, coffee pots, stuff like that. If stuff is exposed to moisture for too long, or there's moisture that sits for too long, that can also affect the glaze of a piece, and it can develop that kind of crackling effect over time. So there's nothing really that you can do about the crazing. You can't get it to go away or anything like that. And a lot of the really, really old pieces that are overall, like the whole piece is covered in crazing, sometimes they can develop stains. You can also see that in coffee cups, plates, dinnerware, that kind of stuff. If they were used often enough, or stuff was allowed to sit in it, sometimes stuff would seep underneath. If a piece was already crazed, something would seep underneath it and stain it. I have heard that there are, like, you can use hydrogen peroxide or some sort of paste of hydrogen peroxide to like put on stuff. I've never personally tried it, so I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know how those things would react to vintage pieces that way, so I don't recommend trying to lift stains out of things. I don't know if anybody's successful, and there's no guarantee that that stuff, like the stain might come back over time.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't have any good way that I can recommend that you try and clean or lighten kind of stained things like that. I would just leave it alone. And I don't think it really affects the value of a piece so much. We talk about it usually when we're showing a piece that like there's crazing in this spot, or it has overall crazing. It doesn't necessarily affect the integrity of the piece. It's not like hairline cracks. Those
Right.
sometimes can affect the integrity of a piece, but I don't mind the crazing. I have a lot of pieces in my personal collection that I think just adds to the aesthetic of a piece. It kind of shows the age, it's had a life. I don't really think so. I mean, it's kind of personal preference if you appreciate crazing or you're not for it. You're more of a pristine condition kind of person.
And you're right, Amy. If you have crazing, especially since me and Tina collect salt and pepper shakers, for example, if you find a set that has heavy crazing, I wouldn't recommend keeping it in the kitchen near where you cook, because like kitchen grease and things like that can stain, and the ceramic can absorb it then, like Amy was saying, because there's small little cracks in that, clear coat on the porcelain. So if there's shakers that you really love, put them in the dining room away from the kitchen. That way they don't absorb any kitchen grease or anything like that. Before we leave, Elizabeth was also kind enough to send us a picture of her Christmas in July display. So we're going to share that with you right now. Who doesn't
Christmas
love
in July? It's Santa and Patriotic.
Patriotic Santa?
Yeah.
Gorgeous display, Elizabeth. Gorgeous display. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I don't know if she's here watching. I didn't recognize her screen name, so I'm not sure if she's a lurker. She just likes to watch replays. So I hope that you see that and that you learned something. Beautiful piece. That was an amazing score for sure at the Goodwill. I would never find anything like that at my Goodwill. Ever.
I might, but the way they abused the donations at my Goodwill would probably be cracked down the side. So,
and thank you, Bill,
yes,
for helping with that. I really appreciate your insight on the Roseville there, Bill.
Absolutely. And guys, if you want to share some of your finds with us, right there's our email. It is sharemyfindslive@gmail. We will put you guys in queue as it comes in, and we will continue to share everything. So we can't wait to see some more of your fantastic finds. So again, please email us. Me and Amy both do have access to that email, and we would love to showcase you at the end of one of our fantastic find sales. So, all right, gang. Now, between Amy and I, we love our mid-century. We love our kitsch. We love our Pyrex. We love everything. And Junebug Vintage did not let us down in any of these pictures. So, guys.
Jen, I will say Jen has fantastic taste.
Yes.
In ceramics specifically. I've known Jen several years. I'm not sure how many, but quite a few. But yes, I can't wait.
Well, our first picture is going to be a picture that she sent in, that she purchased this item while she was on vacation. So this was her vacation find. And if y'all know your kitchen glass, you know when you see a good piece of Pyrex, because she got the atomic eyes, the
Yeah.
403. That is good. That is a really hard promotional piece of Pyrex to find. I believe, and maybe if you're in here, you can let me know. I think, Jennifer, I think there's a smaller one. So there's a small one and a large one. So this
I think there is just two. I'm not 100% on that, but that's a very hard to find, very sought after piece of Pyrex right there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is a good thing. What I love about this piece is that the way the decal is on it, it can be used as a riser, because if you flip it upside down, it's going to look exactly the same way as it does when it's right side up.
Chip and dip. Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. All right, gang. So hold on to your girdle, Myrtle, because it's about to get good here with the second picture. So this is her woodland creature shelf. So I need to let you guys know that this is everything that she defines as her woodland creature shelf. So we got 3 epic pictures. There's number 1.
Jen.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh
that's
God.
all I can say. Wow.
Yeah. So good.
Amie, do you want to drop some names on what you're seeing in that picture?
I mean, I see Norcrest owls. I see New Orleans bunnies. I see Arnart, PY. What else do I see in here? Oh, I love the Norcrest owls on the branch at the bottom. The very hard to find PY rose shakers at the bottom. The little Lefton kissy bird down, a little boy shaker at the bottom. Tilso elf. Good stuff. Good stuff, Jen. I love it all.
Right. Here's the middle of the shelf right there. There's the middle. There is where
it just keeps getting better.
Oh, that skunk, Amie. Is that Arnart up there?
It is, yeah. And we see Snappy the snail at the bottom, and the little Unesco kitchen pixies at the bottom. Oh, such good stuff. I love the forest critters.
And here's the other. This is the far end, the other side. Look at that pixie in all that spring blossom.
Man, so good. That's a great way to use your Pyrex too.
It is. It is.
And we've got the Holt Howard Daisy Dorable little shaker girls at the bottom right.
Yep.
Love those.
Jennifer, you have an amazing collection, Jennifer, and thank you for sharing it with us. And gang, please make sure you're following her on Instagram. She has an Instagram account and a shop over there. It is Junebug Vintage. So please make sure you're following her. If you guys love the kitsch, if you love the mid-century, she definitely is more than worth a follow. And apparently she purchased that from you. Jennifer purchased that from you.
She probably did. And Jen has been a customer of mine for many years, so she's gotten a lot of kitsch from me. So yeah.
Amie feeds a lot of our kitsch addiction. Amie feeds our kitsch addiction. She keeps it.
Sorry.
she kindles it like a good fire. And you want the good kitsch, you're going to get it from Enamor Amie. So, guys, thank you so much.
So good to see that. Thank you so much.
One more time, in case you guys are interested, we're going to flash our email again because we all want to see your fantastic finds. Please email us to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Like I said, we will put you in the queue. And also, please, I need to give a shout out to my other half, Tina. She's the one that loads all the photos, and she's the one that gives us the script. Amie wrote hers, but Tina also helped write the script. So I couldn't do it without the help of my other half, Tina, who loads all that into the StreamYard. So all I got to do is point and click and jabber my jaw, which she says I'm pretty good at that anyway. So we all got to be good at something, right, Amie? I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, gang, thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege, I'll say, I guess, for both of us. Speak for Amie. It's an honor and a privilege to sit here every single Wednesday night and hang out with you guys. We appreciate you guys' support so much. We hope you will return tomorrow night on Enamor Amie's channel. So make sure you're subscribed to her, where we're going to show you the epic haul from Pittsburgh. Something you're not going to want to miss. Come over, hang out with us. Garden Guy Bill will pop in. And thank you again, Karen Gillette, for being our mod and bid ender, our mod squad, along with Deanna. We couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are a vital part of the community. Please give my man, Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings, a follow. And guys, we'll see you tomorrow night, but we're going to be over on Amie's channel, 7 p.m. Can't wait. Have a good day. Have a good night till then. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank
Bye,
you
everybody.
guys. Bye.
Bye. It didn't end yet. It will.